What's going on, everybody? My name is Kurt, and it is an honor to be speaking with you on the Top Rope Renegades YouTube, presenting This Week in Wrestling. We did it. We now have figured out how to put our faces to the screen here. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce my good friend, RK, to the call. RK, we did it. We figured out how to do well. You gotta
What what do we do? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, man. I'm old.
You gotta hit the thing.
What?
You gotta
Where?
turn the camera on
The
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 thing.
what
Yeah,
camera? Like no, like
it's the
oh
logo
wait,
on the bottom. Yeah, we
is
went over
this?
this and we practiced
Oh
this.
shit.
Oh
Okay,
shit! There we
where?
go.
Yeah,
We did
how's it
it.
going?
Oh my
I
goodness.
I think we did it.
We are using video now. We figured it
Yeah.
out.
Did you remember press record?
Yes, I am recording.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
because that
we're
would
doing it.
yeah.
I went over.
Okay.
We practiced, and you
Yeah.
still forgot
Well,
the
yeah.
video part.
Oh,
But
I don't.
and I didn't actually talk about the recording part of things. So we're here now. I'm gonna
Okay,
talk with
cool.
my hands a lot once until I figure this out. I'm just gonna be honest.
Well, we're
I
on video
just
now, right? So, oh
I
wait,
just don't
Canucks,
know what
let's
to do.
go.
And,
They
we're
didn't
rocking the
score. I'm just saying. Well, it's
yeah, they got
hockey night, so it's
yeah. I got the game on. I don't have a backdrop, so people can just see my bed. That's pretty cool.
you
Um,
can see a Canucks jersey with a
you
white
got the Canucks
wall
jersey. We're new to this. We're gonna figure it out. It's gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough
one
to
day,
start things up.
maybe.
We're going to the top. This is cool.
We're gonna be your two favorite people to come to
Yeah.
for wrestling news one day. Just keep hitting that like button and the subscribe thing, the little bell,
Yeah.
get the notifications.
Notifications.
You
Shout
know,
out to
every every
Silky Perry.
every
He does it. He tells me every time.
yeah
He's like Noti Gang. So shout out to him.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish
Um,
he had a better name than Perry. I mean,
yeah. This guy, this clown Corey Perry.
yeah. But
Um,
anyways,
but yeah, this is really cool. I want to shout out to Conrad Thompson. If you're in the wrestling community, you know who Conrad Thompson is. He is the Pod Father, to say. He is the man that produces and is the host for all of these fantastic wrestling podcasts. Something to Wrestle with Bruce Pritchard, 83 Weeks with Eric Bischoff. He's got one with Jeff Jarrett, and the list goes on and on.
yeah.
He put us,
The one that really matters is with Bruce Pritchard because that
yeah,
guy is
that's fair.
is
Yeah,
legend.
he put us. I've always wondered, and this could just be me being very naive and just not doing enough research. But I've seen all the options of, oh, how should we do this, and looked up all the Reddit posts, and I just said screw it. I reached out to Conrad, who's been very helpful with me in the past with getting in touch with the AEW interview I did with Sky Blue. He helped me out getting that thing working and the ball rolling. But he put us on StreamYard. The logo is in the top corner there. We're powered by StreamYard. This is a really cool service that we have a lot of freedom with, as you saw the intro. Our backdrop, our faces. We are on camera now. I got a light. I got a light. So that's cool.
Hey, cool. Yeah, I got lights too. I mean, we are 2024. I don't think
I,
we're doing this from the 1900s. So.
I mean, I'm pretty
I mean,
proud
I
of
don't
what
know
we
how it is getting pretty rough down there in the states. So I mean, it's possible, right?
Yeah, you're right. No, I have a little. It's not a ring light because it's a square, but it's pretty cool. And then I got a wall right here, so I think we were going over. I think I'm gonna fill it up here. What do we think? What are we thinking?
Sky blue. Yeah. Oh, I mean,
She
100%.
she was I mean, she was the interview that I did, and got the post, and then all of a sudden, I order a pro wrestling mystery autograph thing, and boom, here it is, Sky Blue. So shout out to Sky Blue.
I got my Thea Hale poster coming in the mail. So
Did you really get a Thea Hale poster?
of course I did.
Hell yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm gonna set these back there. So, what do you want to talk about?
Hockey. That's what we're here for, right?
Oh
Hockey.
yeah, hockey. Edmonton is up 1-0
I'm
on
gonna
RK's
all night for
Vancouver.
like the next 3 hours. I'm gonna be looking up a lot. So don't mind me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. I got it on my big TV here to the left. I have so many screens in front of me. I just realized that I have.
Dude, I'm I'm with you. I got my phone going. I got my second screen on my
Oh, yeah,
Mac
my
going.
phone.
I got my Mac going. I got my TV going. If the
It's
Blue Jays were playing, I'd probably find a way to have that on screen. But they're in the East, so they play at a time that I'm not even off work yet usually. So
yeah, we're here. Let's get down to business. With what we're gonna talk about. News, rumors in the Indo. I haven't had time. I guess we could have threw the background in. I didn't have time to grab that and put the background in for this. So
oh, it's all good. It's the first
that's
one. The big thing is we got faces now. Before we were faceless,
yes. There was quite a few
and
people
now
that were
we
like,
are
"Hey,
we are faceful.
face full,
Or
a face full." Yeah,
Face
something
face
like
full
that.
of nothing, really, honestly. But yes, news, rumors, and innuendo.
You know what? You know
Um,
what? You know what, RK? I
go.
think we can do it. I think
Oh,
we could
okay.
do it. I don't
You
have
know
it
what?
set up perfect yet, but there it is.
I'll
There it
get you.
is.
I'll get you a better graphic for next time.
There we go. We can do this. Boom. Let's talk about
That
news
works.
rumor and
Yep.
innuendo. We'll do this one.
You
Got so
just
many options. Actually, you know what?
just throw our face. Yeah. Let's just go
Let's just
down,
throw
up,
ourselves
left,
around.
right.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Boom. We'll do that
Okay. Yeah.
one. You want to just
I get it.
hey, hi,
Yeah. That's
hi
no.
guys, Chris Jericho?
Yeah.
No, no, not a fan. Okay.
Oh God. Don't
We'll
do
just do
that.
this one. We'll do this for now. We'll do this for now. News, rumor, and innuendo. Let's get into it, man. Take over. What do you got for me this week?
Well, this is my favorite part of the show now. Like quite literally, I scour the internet for any remnants of any news on none other than Jinder Mahal. Yes, we got more Jinder Mahal. Hey, dude, come back. I need
We
your
just started the
reaction.
video thing. We just started the. Go ahead. Yeah, let's do it. Let's
Okay,
Jinder Mahal it.
so
I'm gonna
Jinder
take a picture.
Mahal,
Ready?
we got another week of Jinder Mahal news. This is pretty positive. I mean, can Jinder Mahal news be positive?
Sure.
We're about to find out. We're about
Sure.
I love this. Anyways, Jinder Mahal reportedly has interest from several independent companies,
Hmm.
including such as GCW.
Okay.
I don't know. Black Label Pro, also
Okay.
don't know, and AIW.
You do know GCW. You know
Wait, oh
GCW.
shit, what am I talking about? That's where we watched that
Will
that
Ospreay Nick
four.
Wayne match.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Fucking banner match. If you guys haven't seen that, it's on YouTube. Go check it out.
Mm.
Nick Wayne when he was like 16 or
16 or 17.
like
Yeah, he was young.
yeah,
17, 16.
young. I mean, he's still young, but I mean, really young, like not even out of high school yet. Against Will Ospreay, banner match. Absolutely, probably one of my top 15 favorite Will Ospreay matches, to be quite honest. So
Mm.
yeah, definitely check it out. It's on YouTube, GCW. That is correct. Will Ospreay and Nick Wayne, check it out. But anyways, nonetheless, he has interest from those three companies, and there's also talks of him going overseas. He has a great connection with the Bollywood boys.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um, so they are showing some interest overseas for him to come. There's also I think Black Label Pro and AIW are Canadian promotions. Jinder Mahal is from
Mm.
has done a lot of wrestling up here in the past. So nonetheless, he has been shown interest. So I mean, we figured as much. We were thought maybe he'd go to maybe TNA or something. But I mean,
Mm.
you would probably think that he is more suited for the Indies. I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I know you want a reaction, but I don't know what to react
I
to.
don't know what reaction I was really getting on that. I know
I
I've worn you out with the Jinder Mahal shit at this point.
no, I
So
mean it's great. It's great. Don't I can find a way. Trust me. Let me get my brain going. I'll find a way to lose my shit here in a second. Um, so three promotions are interested. Two of them I've never heard of. One of them I have vaguely. I've seen a couple matches. Yeah, that makes sense. That's that makes sense to me.
yeah, well, I mean,
It's no hate to Jinder Mahal. I
no,
genuinely think he would do well in TNA.
I
I
still
do.
I still seriously want to go the AEW angle where they bring him in just to piss off
No
Tony Khan.
way. That'd be
Come on.
they could. The Young Bucks genuinely could. They could be like, we got another guy in the elite, and it's the modern day who's your mom, whatever it is. I don't know. Uh,
Okay.
but yeah, gender, man.
So yeah, I'm gonna continue to find gender news. I'm assuming he's probably gonna pick one of those companies if
Oh, you're gonna have some hard times figuring it out. I mean, because but now once the 90 days is up, I'm sure you're
which is
gonna
coming up
have.
soon. I think it's like July, end of June, start of June. It's been a while now, actually,
Mm,
hasn't it? Like a few weeks,
yeah, yeah.
months,
So
maybe a couple months.
you're gonna have all his match updates for me. I can't wait to see who he
Yeah. Maybe
meets.
I'll like find the matches and we can watch them and
Yeah, we could throw him up
We
here.
can grade. We can just have like a gender corner.
Yeah, I could
But
throw.
don't
Well,
hinder the gender.
yeah, if we're gonna do a gender corner, I think the best way to do it would
I'd
probably
have to
be
like make a
do
Punjabi,
this and
but
cover a
I'd have to.
majority of the
I could like
screen.
build a Punjabi ring of a death mat barb. I don't fucking know. Okay, off of
Punjabi
gender.
Punjabi prison match. It's so hard to say.
Again, I
Punjabi
don't even
prison
know.
match.
I don't even know what that is. So
I
Um,
do. I watched it. You missed out on that, you lucky
see,
bastard.
the only thing
Just
I
saying.
missed, so just I mean, kind of on topic because we're getting really close to Uncle Howdy's shit coming up, but
Ooh,
the only thing I missed that I hate that I missed during that time because I only got to catch like the last year and a bit of his career. Bray Wyatt. I wish I was there for the Bray Wyatt
uh, mm,
phenomenon for his whole transformation and becoming
yeah,
a superstar.
you missed out on the Firefly Funhouse and all that, didn't you?
Yeah, like I've only really
Ooh,
seen
ooh,
like I only really saw the last year of his career where he wasn't even really around that much. He was just starting to come back when he came back at
yeah.
Extreme Rules there and shit. So
Ooh, yeah,
um
man, the Firefly Funhouse was just something I really looked forward to, and SmackDown was kinda in the shits, to be honest. It was not compelling, but I really looked forward to what we were gonna have, with the Firefly Funhouse every week when that
yeah,
music would hit, the just the cartoon music, and for some reason, I was popping for it, and, I loved every second of it.
everybody was popping
He
for him. Like
was
that's everything I read about WWE at the time was it was all Bray Wyatt news all the time, and
so good.
I
He
was
was
just like
literally yeah.
I couldn't watch the product of the time because I just wasn't into it. But I
Mm,
really do hate the fact that I missed out on Bray Wyatt's genius throughout those years because I feel like that
genuinely
was like one of the things that WWE really only had going for them at the time.
right, and I was so I it sucks so bad that he passed away because what was coming was gonna be spectacular. It sucks he got sick and he had the health issues, and it's terrible, but, man, if he was still around, who knows what we would have right now. You've seen the match between him and Cena though, right?
Yeah, and I know a lot of there's that match gets a lot of hate from people. I enjoyed the shit out of that match. I thought it was
How?
fun.
That was so
You,
cool.
I thought it was amazing. I've read
How do
online
you
like a
hate
lot of
that?
people hated that match, but I thought it was really well. They felt that there wasn't really a match,
It
which I
wasn't.
guess there was a quick
Mm,
pin at the end. But nonetheless, the NWO John Cena and the Firefly Fun like that shit was just so much fun, man.
I
Like
loved
how
every
can you
second
not
of it.
enjoy the shit out of that? That was just it was creative genius. In a time when they had to come up with things in the COVID era, and they came up with that, that was so cool.
I agree, 100%. You made me look up. What's your
Dude, it was
timestamp, by the
like
way? Are we linked up? I'm at
three, four.
3:47,
Yeah, we're
6,
good.
5. Okay.
Yeah, we're good. The puck was on the line. It almost went over.
You know what the coolest
Um,
part or, like, the weirdest part about doing this live before we continue with the news and stuff is, like, when we would just do audio versions, I could, like, just, like, grab a drink and, like, take drinks and stuff, but now, I'm weirded out to, like, take a sip of
we're
my
just
Pepsi.
we're just fucking. I said I wasn't gonna vape, but I am because I got a nicotine addiction. I got some
That's
fucking
fine. It
nicotine shit here. But
yeah.
anyways, unless I don't really give a shit because I'm addicted, and the government tells me, we have a problem, and we should be.
Mm.
I don't fucking know where I'm going with this. Anyways, let's get back to the news rumor and innuendo because I almost lost my shit because the Canucks almost tied it. But okay, what do I got for you this week? Actual news outside of Jinder Mahal.
Legit
Gabe
news.
Kidd, Gabe Kidd of the Bullet Club. He was on KCAL News promoting New Japan's upcoming show this previous weekend. We were trying to watch it. We just got really busy. We are going to sit down and watch together, and we'll just throw out a special episode of us
Which
recapping
is
that show.
cool because I think we both agree that the way we're doing this now, it's gonna be so much easier to
Oh,
actually do it
100%.
other than me, and the way we can watch it through this together. We did NXT, we watched NXT last night back,
Yeah,
and
this is way better. We don't have to
it was
try to
so
link up our
good.
show. Canucks fucking tied it.
Oh,
Go
look
fucking
at that.
Canucks. Fucking Vancouver, baby. Let's fucking go.
Woo! Liv Morgan.
All right. Yeah, hockey. Anyways, we are good. This is gonna be a really long pod if we keep at this pace, which I'm
Yeah, we're
okay
good.
with. I
We're good.
love talking wrestling. You know me. How many times do we sit after watching a wrestling show and we're like 3 hours later going, wait, why are we not talking about this on the pod?
How often do I say the words, "Yeah, I'm gonna probably need to hop off here and
And
pass
then
out,
we
go to
come up
bed."
across more news and we're just like end up
And then
talking
it's
about it
like
for
2
45 minutes.
hours later, so yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
We love talking about it, and we're just gonna do this for funs. Honestly, if we don't do
Honestly, if this we're just gonna keep doing this because I love talking wrestling. I love talking wrestling with my boy Kurt. Um, I could do this all day, all night, all day long. You know what I meant. 24/7, 365. Maybe a day off, 364. But
365, sometimes there's a leap year in there, I think, yeah, whatever.
That adds a day. I don't know. We just had wasn't this year a leap year? Yeah.
Yeah,
So we're
yeah.
good for like 4 years. 365, baby. Okay. News. We're getting into the fucking news now. Finger guns. Remember Big Bill? Where's my camera? I don't. How is it hard to get in my camera with the finger guns? I don't fucking know.
I was struggling with it because like I was like I'm gonna point at
Like,
RK's camera when it goes to here, and I went like this, and I was like shit this way.
there we go. Uh, wait, no. Yeah, that is opposite.
Yeah,
It's
whatever.
off.
Let's do it. Let's do
Now
it.
you're
Bullet,
up. Up.
bullet clip your life.
Put up the one. Um.
No.
Yeah. You just did it though, so I got you on that. Bullet Club. Gabe Kidd promoting. Oh, fucking Edmonton just scored. What the fuck is wrong with this team? I gotta stop watching hockey. Okay, we're here for wrestling, people.
What do we got? Gabe Kidd.
Gabe Kidd on KCAL News promoting New Japan's upcoming show this past weekend. He's like, if you like theater, watch WWE. If you're a fat nerd who can't talk to girls, watch AEW. If you want to watch the real stuff, watch NJPW, New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Is he wrong?
Gabe Kidd might be the most entertaining thing about Bullet Club Japan right now.
War dog.
He's on fire. He's on
War dog.
fire right now, man. He's on fire. He did beat Eddie Kingston this past weekend. So he's on fire right now. He's the best in the Bullet Club's got. And you got their shirt going, you got Bullet Club Gold, but nonetheless, same fucking shit.
Is he though?
In New Japan, who
I like Finley a lot.
Well, Finley's they got gold all around now because Finley's got the belt right now too. So I do like Finley. Finley's on fire. The Bullet Club itself is on fire right now. So that's pretty awesome. So yeah, I got a laugh out of that. I think he took a shot at AEW more than he took a shot at WWE. Really,
slightly. If you want to watch,
at least they're fans. Which I mean, is he wrong?
It was really a compliment to WWE if you think about it.
Yeah, if you want to watch theater, and WWE is theater, they put on fucking stories. Except they have. Anyways, we'll get to that. 2K24 WWE has released the CM Punk, Terry Funk, Dudley Boys downloadable content this past just yesterday actually. So CM Punk got a 90 rating. Drew McIntyre's rating 89. Yeah. I love the fact that this game is in on the shade. Because honestly, if you really want to think about it, CM Punk hasn't really wrestled in like a year and a half, except for a couple matches. Drew.
Yeah, let's be honest. The rating systems in any sports game is like kind
never right.
It's never.
I always adjust. I especially adjust the. I make them all the same, so it's even matches between everybody. Anyways, nonetheless. Yeah, that's just kind of random news. CM Punk, the game is in on the shade, so I love that. I think, they were probably told that they have to do that. It helps further that story along. Fuck, I got actually quite a bit of stuff today. Kenny Omega on Twitch recently. I love Kenny Omega on Twitch. I actually tuned in once in a while. I tuned in when he was actually talking about this one, so it was kind of funny. But he says that he has broken Dave Meltzer's rating system, and Dave Meltzer does not know what a good match is anymore. He goes on to say he's jumped the fucking shark, so it doesn't count for much of anything anymore. Who's to blame for that? Me. I'm that guy. I broke the scale. It fucked something up in his brain where he doesn't even know what a good match is anymore. He's just like Kenny. He opened up my mind to this weird fucking world of wrestling that I never saw before in my life. And I think he just doesn't understand it anymore. And he can't comprehend what's going on. I opened Pandora's box and it's just running rampant now. That's all it is. Is Kenny not the fucking GOAT?
He is.
He's the GOAT. He just buried Dave Meltzer on his Twitch. I mean, Mr. AEW himself, he just buried Dave Meltzer. Kenny Omega's never getting another 5-star match. We damn well know that. Because we all know Dave Meltzer holds grudges against certain companies and people.
Did Kenny technically did Kenny break the scale, or is it just Dave Meltzer's an idiot?
Well, Dave Meltzer's an idiot, and Kenny did break the scale because Kenny Omega, the match that he's talking about, the first match was over 5 stars, truly probably one of the greatest matches of all time.
The 2 out of 3 falls, right? Yeah, and I mean, he finally gave Cody and AJ 5 from Backlash.
Yeah, I got that here too, which is funny because actually that's right after this.
Go ahead.
Dave Meltzer, he released his ratings for Backlash. He actually gave it very, very favorable reviews. I would say the opening match probably deserved a 5-star, but it's a tag match, so can you really give a tag match 5 stars?
I think
Um,
everything that went on in that match, it deserved it.
100%. That match was banner. It opened the show amazingly. The crowd was into it. I think the crowd helped a lot of these ratings, but nonetheless, nonetheless, he gave very favorable reviews. And then in the same breath, on a post right afterwards, because it's like, oh, wait a second, I just praised WWE. I got to say some shit about them. Comes out and says that WWE's pay-per-view sales for Backlash were very low. And that's not a good sign or some shit like that. And it's just like, what, did you say something and realize, wait, I don't talk good about WWE, all of a sudden I got to release something that contradicts everything I just said about that show? Who the fuck buys pay-per-views anymore these days? Like, I have Sportsnet, which streams everything WWE. You have Peacock, which streams, like, why would you spend $70 on a pay-per-view when you can spend, and it's every month, so you can spend like $24 a month for a streaming service and get every pay-per-view anyways. Like, who's dumb enough to buy a pay-per-view of anything right now? Outside of well, I do it with AEW because they
There it
don't have a
is.
streaming service.
Why doesn't he?
You think with Tony Khan, with all the fucking money that he just start his own streaming service and not even worry about these television deals? Like, why do we not have an AEW site that streams fucking everything?
New Japan has their own. Like,
New Japan has one, and I subscribe to it. And if AEW had one, I would subscribe to it too.
I think TNA does. I think TNA has their own thing too.
TNA does. Rev Pro does. Pretty sure GCW. But what are you fucking looking? What?
Roman Reigns has released his. There's a. I don't know if this is real. Jordan Roman Reigns bloodline.
I saw those.
Shoes.
I saw those.
I'll buy them. I'll buy them.
They're coming out. They're coming out.
January 2025. Apparently.
Yeah.
Takes that long. Anyway, go on. Carry on.
Anyways, sorry, I was looking at something. AJ Styles says he wants to be as bad and ugly as a heel he can be in WWE. As bad, ugly, and mean as a heel is supposed to be. I'm going to be that guy. When I step into an arena, I want more boos than Dominic Mysterio. That's what I'm after. That's my job, and I want to do it better than anybody.
I don't think you're going to get the boo level and the heat that Dom has.
No, because AJ is over as fuck. But
yeah, that's the thing.
AJ is a heel. I'm here for it, man. AJ's that guy.
It's very reminiscent of, like, we love cheering Randy Orton as a heel. We're gonna cheer AJ.
100%. Like, I kind of want Cody Rhodes to go heel too.
It'll happen.
It's gotta, come out with that jet black hair just once and just be like, this is it. Okay, so that's that. Kurt Angle. On who the greatest in-ring performers are today. My favorite wrestler today is Kenny Omega. He is the best in the ring today. Him or AJ Styles. Will Ospreay is every bit as good as Kenny Omega as well. Those are the two guys that today, if I was still wrestling, I'd love to wrestle. Kenny's always been my favorite. So, shout out Kurt Angle to those boys. He just said, like, basically probably three of the best wrestlers of all time in one breath that Arrow would agree with. So he's not wrong. That's cool coming from a legend like Angle, that he would love to wrestle those guys if he could have a chance.
Imagine prime Kurt Angle in a match with, like, Kenny Omega or Will Ospreay. I bet he'd get his first 5-star match.
How he doesn't have a fucking 5? That's where Will Ospreay said same thing to Dave Meltzer. Like, his system's fucked up because Kurt Angle doesn't have a 5-star match. Kurt Angle is one of Will Ospreay's favorite wrestlers. So
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. We'll get into this on Raw, especially. Actually, let's just dive into it right now. What the hell are fans thinking? They're all pissed off that Jay beat Ilya. Are we really going to get our first Gunther-Ilya match in WWE on a Monday Night Raw?
Yeah, that's what I said that when we were watching it. I think I was
like,
no, this is right.
Like, you guys are, Jay's over as fuck right now, and you're hating on him because he beat Ilya. But do you really want to have Ilya and Gunther on Raw, and not a big pay-per-view where they could just go out for like 30 minutes uninterrupted and just fucking put on a banner? But you want to have them Raw and watch 4 fucking commercials while you're watching the match?
I'm trying to think of when it will happen. It'll happen.
It's good.
They planted the seeds on Raw, and we'll get into it. But, whoo, yeah, no, this was the right decision.
Figure out, people. Don't hate Jay on this one. Jay is that guy, and honestly, we're probably gonna get a Jay Tonga fucking King of the Ring final, but which is actually would be Jay is beating Gunther. Gunther doesn't need the King of the Ring. Don't look at me like that. Gunther does not need the King of the Ring. Do you think Gunther needs King of the Ring? No, Gunther does not need the King of the Ring.
Okay.
This is getting us to the bloodline. They got to further this bloodline. Got to get Jay back involved with it because he's not really
I'm not
involved with it right now.
I'm not against Jey Uso versus Tama Tonga, but like Gunther's Gunther.
I'm watching a replay and I thought the Oilers went up 3-1. I was about to lose my shit. I'm like, oh, it's a replay. Okay.
What else you got?
Takeshita on DDT's Pro official website. He's talking about how he is a little underutilized in AEW, which I agree 100%. We should see more Takeshita because he puts on banner. What?
Don't even get me started on the amount of superstars that are underutilized on that show. But
okay,
go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, so he's like, he went on to say, "I thought hard work could cover for everything else before getting there, the United States AEW. If I showed how good I am, I could get more airtime, but there are other aspects that come to play when competing in America. Discrimination is not the word to be used here, but unfortunately, there's a lack of space for an Asian person to be on TV show watched by Americans. No matter how good my conditioning was, nor the amount of matches I was put in, or how many times they said my matches were good, it felt like I couldn't make it to the starting lineup, to put it in baseball terms. So he's feeling a little underutilized in AEW, which he is. Because every time I've seen Takeshita in a match, has been a banner. Absolute banner.
He's underutilized
he's that
for
good.
sure. But the comment about the discrimination part and the
he said that it wasn't discrimination is not the word to use.
Oh, okay.
He said,
but he said there's not room, right?
There's not room for Asian superstars on American TV.
But Shibata's on my TV every week though. Right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Just being honest, with his
but
gimmick.
Do we really want Shibata on TV every week?
He's growing on you. He's growing on you with his stupid text.
It's funny. It's funny. And Jericho can turn anybody into a star. We already know this. So, hi guys. Hi guys.
How does he do it? Go on. What you got?
Cyber Fight, which is the parent company of Noah Wrestling, DDT Wrestling, and TJPW. So all Japanese promotions. Mm-hmm. They have announced their intentions to strengthen their relationship with the WWE.
Okay.
So DDT and Noah are very large ones that I know of. I've heard of them before. TJPW, that's Total Japan Pro Wrestling, I believe. I know I've heard the name. I don't know if I've caught much info on them. But nonetheless, I mean, Cyber Fight is the parent company of all three of these companies, and they want to do stuff with WWE. So
why would you not?
And also Takeshita, when that comment that I just read out, that was on DDT's Pro official website. So that was an interview he did with DDT. So they do have connections to some very good talent. AEW news: Warner Brothers Discovery has lost their NBA rights. NBC has gained that contract. Some are thinking
they didn't lose the rights. They just didn't re-up. Like they didn't want to keep the NBA. Like first off, just to go off on a little tangent here, it has nothing to do with wrestling, but the fact that the NBA is not going to be on TNT is kind of heartbreaking to me because
the inside TNT forever.
Because the inside the NBA crew with Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith, and Ernie Johnson is incredible, and they're hilarious. And the fact that we're not going to get them anymore, I need ABC to find a way to
NBC
to get the contracts figured out and see if they can get the crew, because that's going to suck without inside the NBA. But that's all I had on that. But carry on. I assume this has something to do with AEW.
Well, that's why I prefaced the whole sentence with this is AEW news, but
I missed that part. Sorry.
Clearly. Anyways, so a lot of people are thinking this is good news for AEW because it frees up a lot of money on TNT's schedule to give a new TV contract to AEW. So that was the big sticking point right now with the ratings of AEW right now. Would TNT be interested in signing them if they had a lot of other big contracts they had to pay out. But if they don't have the NBA contract to pay out, then obviously they're going to have a little bit of extra money to spend. So maybe they focus in on AEW a little bit more. I still think Tony Khan should just go to a streaming service himself and forget about the TV deals. But I mean, if they're bringing in money, right? Why wouldn't you?
Um,
Um,
can I ask real quick? Do you have anything else regarding Warner Brothers and AEW?
no.
Okay, so then I'm gonna read this then.
Okay.
So this was 2 days ago per PW Insider. It is believed that Warner Brothers Discovery and AEW that a new deal has not yet been reached. This was 2 days ago. AEW is likely going to be mentioned in the Warner Brothers Discovery upfronts. That a new deal isn't likely to be announced. However, after speaking with AEW and Warner Brothers Discovery sources, we've learned a lot more about the relationship. Told that the announcement of a new deal is expected to be kept very close to the vest, and if there is a deal, summer or fall could be a more likely announcement point. The window between AW and Warner Bros. Discovery continues into the summer, though we don't have a firm date on when it ends. Not sure if there will be an announcement. I don't think this says anything regarding. So no deal has been reached, but both sides were complimentary of one another.
All right. Well, I mean, you got to think that TNT will keep them around. I mean,
Yeah,
they've been a staple on TNT for about 5 years now, basically. So
right.
unless I mean the ratings are dropping, but it's not like ratings across TV in general have been dropping. Dave Meltzer actually brought up a really good point, which is weird me saying Dave Meltzer brought up a good point, but last year at this point, um, AEW Dynamite had a share of like 0.33 or something on the rating scale, and then the same day this year they had a share of 0.23. When they were 0.33, they were ranked seventh, and when they were 0.23 this year, they were ranked third on TV. So viewerships in general dropping on TV. That's obvious because streaming services don't
Right.
take that into effect, I believe. So nonetheless, anyways, Dave Meltzer, good reporting for once. Um,
Rare.
WWE and Saudi Arabia are discussing hosting WrestleMania or Royal Rumble in 2026
Please
or
don't.
2027. That's what I say. Why would you want to put? I don't want to watch WrestleMania at fucking 5 o'clock in the morning. I do
Please
not.
don't. Please don't.
I do
Well,
not.
you
Royal.
just said that, and like all of the fans in like the UK are like, "Oh, whatever, you babies." Like,
Shut up. It's a North American promotion. Move here if you got a fucking problem with the time that it
But at
shows
the
in
end,
the
but
UK.
even with the UK things, like I don't really have an issue with it. Like I'm an Arsenal fan, and I will get up. I've gotten up at 7:30 in the mornings, my time, to watch
Fucking,
a
fucking
soccer
weird,
game.
dude. But okay.
I'm a fan,
Yeah. Well, that's
and that goes to your point. If you're a fan of a North American promotion, you'll quit bitching about it. That's all I gotta say.
exactly 100%. So nonetheless, I don't want to watch WrestleMania at 5 o'clock in the morning. I really don't. Royal Rumble, maybe, but WrestleMania, don't even think about it. That needs. It's been outside of America twice, and that was both times in Toronto, Canada, because it's North America. I'm sorry, I do not want to be watching WrestleMania at 5 o'clock in the
No,
morning.
I don't
That is
either.
no.
Would I even get up
That's
that early, or would I
no. We
just
probably
wait?
watch replays. Yeah, probably, and then get spoiled rumors, and then just hate life.
That was
So no.
the hardest, I think, to avoid was WrestleMania spoilers.
Oh, it's
Normally, like
everywhere. It's
normal shows are
everywhere.
pretty easy, but like obviously that was difficult.
Everywhere. They're everywhere. You can't. I saw too many that I didn't want to see. What else? Two more things. Jay Uso on the Fireflies. So he posted out the Fireflies are mine now, Yeeter of Worlds and stuff. And someone brought up a really good point. I think we talked about this last week, but the Fireflies you don't choose the Fireflies, they choose you, and
Yes.
it's a fitting thing for Jay because he's just on that meteoric rise right now, and the Fireflies chose him. Nobody told the fans to do that for him. They just started doing it. So Jay recently said he elaborated on what his tweet was about. He's like, it's hard for me to explain my feelings. It caught on. When the Fireflies come out, I think about him. We all do. The whole world does. I'm happy. It happened organically. I never asked for them. They just showed up, and I know it's my dog looking down on us. Fireflies are always going to be out there eating with you, my boy. So he gives a huge like that. Just made me a little emotional because the whole locker room loved Bray Wyatt. You watch that documentary; he was loved by everybody. Bray Wyatt was
Hmm.
known to be one of the kindest souls on this planet. We lost him way too soon. Um, I can't wait to see what Bo Dallas does in his legacy. I imagine it's going to be good. But yeah, The Fireflies chose Jay, and Jay is gonna do his best to represent what they mean, which is so cool. I it's kind of ridiculous that he had to explain himself what he meant by that tweet, but at the same time,
Yeah.
he's right, 100%. He didn't ask anybody to do it; it just started happening, and you got to feel like Bray Wyatt's looking down on him, like you said, and the whole WWE universe showing his love for us. So that's so cool. I thought that was really the coolest thing I've read in wrestling news this week. Last one. I don't know how much truth there is to this. You might be a little upset by it. Tiffany Stratton. She's coming under some heat. um, say what you want. It is a little distasteful. People do dumb things sometimes. It's not necessarily because they mean it or bad person. I don't know. I don't know Tiffany Stratton that well. I'm not saying I do. I'm not trying to defend her or be on her side or anything. I'm just saying that people make stupid choices and it happens. Doesn't come from a place of malice. It comes from a place of not understanding. Sometimes I don't know what this case was, but she posted a video and it was her smashing Jade off the ring and then a voiceover saying "black bitch." Yes, it's in very poor taste. I don't. I would like to believe that doesn't come a place from a malice. I don't know though. Yeah, regardless, she's gaining heat for this, and rightfully so, because mistake or not, it is a very large oversight on her part to post something like that.
I just watched it. I haven't watched it yet, actually. Um, I don't know. I think it was an accident. I don't think it was
Like I said, I don't think it
intentional.
probably. I can't see it coming from a place of malice. But nonetheless,
Sorry.
it's definitely it's an oversight, and if she can learn a lesson from this and understand why that was a poor
Yeah.
choice, and great,
Um,
and hopefully it didn't come from a place of malice. I can't imagine it did though.
did you
They're
say
all
anything about her being pulled from SmackDown?
Yeah, so that's purely rumor. I don't know if it's true. I just
Yeah,
read
I
online
haven't
that
seen anything.
it was apparently WWE is no longer advertising Tiffany versus Bianca for SmackDown tomorrow. I read it somewhere. I don't know if that's true or not. But apparently she's not being advertised for that match anymore. So I don't know.
Hold, please. What's today's date? 16th. I
16th.
mean, WWE posted an article today, um, promoting the match.
Okay. So like I said, I just read it, and that's why we do this
I
as
I don't think it's
news.
worthy of
That's
being
why we do
believed.
this as news, rumors, and innuendo.
I
Yes,
think
she did
that
post a video. Yes, she did delete it right away. Nothing stays deleted on the
I just
internet.
wonder
We
if
all
she
know that.
saw the audio and just didn't listen to it and just boop.
It's possible. There could be a lot of explanations. Maybe she just didn't think. Maybe she was. Yeah, I
Anything's
don't.
possible. Anything's possible,
Anything.
man. Uh,
I can't imagine coming from a place of malice, but nonetheless. So yeah, that's the last bit of it. On that note, I'm gonna take myself off the screen for a second. You set up the next, and I'll be right back.
all right. Well, hi guys. I got a couple bits of news I was just gonna go over. Damian Priest has re-signed his contract. He's not going anywhere for a while. He confirmed he signed a new deal with the company recently after his world heavyweight title win when he was speaking to Kathy Kelly after WWE Raw. Fightful. I get all of my news and stuff via Fightful. I think they do fantastic work over there. Sean Ross Sapp, the whole crew. Great work. I've subscribed to their Patreon. They're fantastic. Um, People hate them. I don't know why. They're just doing their job, and they're doing a job they love. So shout out to Fightful. Um, but of course, WWE was always going to keep him. Other contract news that came across for me was I think Becky Lynch. She has still not re-signed a contract. No Becky Lynch, which I don't think she's going anywhere. If RK was here, he would tell you the exact same thing. There's no way that Becky Lynch is going anywhere. I don't know when her contract expires. They're rumored to be about June 2024 is the rumored date for Becky to her contract to expire. So we'll see about that. any other contract news I didn't have. There's one I wanted to say for RK, so we'll see if he comes back in enough time. I hear him. I hear him. I think RK is
I'm here.
back.
I'm back. I'm back.
So I went over a couple contract things. Damian Priest resigned,
Yeah, I
long-term
had my
contract,
headset on still.
and then the Becky thing. Cody Rhodes.
Becky's contract is apparently up right after Kane and the Queen. She's got like 2 weeks left on it.
Yep, that's June 2024 is what they said. Which whatever. This is the one. Cody Rhodes. He has hit the top 10 of on the Fanatics website. And what I
Top
mean by
10
that,
what?
top 10 overall sellers. So this is a group of sports memorabilia of across
Oh shit.
all sports. So he is in the top 10
Like
overall
of all sports?
of all Fanatics merch they sell. Because Fanatics does MLB and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes is in the top 10 overall.
You fucking go, dog.
That's incredible. And Fightful also learned that Undertaker did a signing for Fanatics as well. So that's cool. Maybe some Undertaker autographs will be because Fanatics has, I think, a section where they sell autographs and such.
Yeah.
So that would
So
be cool.
one of the contract news that I just read today is apparently Natalia's contract is up very shortly too.
I hope she doesn't go anywhere, but she could
I can't
honestly.
imagine she's the longest tenured WWE person I
I mean,
think
she's
right
on
now.
NXT. She's doing her thing on NXT, but she's not really getting anything on the main roster. The last thing
Yeah.
I have was you mentioned New Japan Resurgence Strong
Yep.
event. Eddie Kingston limped out. He is injured. We'll get to that when we get to Dynamite, but he is legitimately injured. We're told that he got
Yeah, he
hurt on
apparently
the table suplex spot.
yeah.
And yeah, it's a legit injury. They don't know the severity, but yeah, he limped away. So, got a bit of a cough for some reason. What does that bring us to? Guess we got to start reviewing things. Did you want to touch on any resurgence, or we'll just save it for a whole other episode?
Now, like I said, maybe we'll drop a special episode this weekend or something. We'll watch Resurgence and then drop an episode afterwards.
That's fair. That's fair. We'll be late, but we'll do it for funsies.
Yep.
Oh, the other thing was Eddie Thorpe. You know who that is Eddie Thorpe. He is an NXT talent. He had his last match was actually with Dijak in a underground match, NXT underground match. I think we started watching NXT like a week or two after this
Oh,
match.
really?
He's
Okay.
been out of action, but Dijak had a comment about it. I think Thorpe has a hip injury. It's a freak accident. Dijak said, I saw lights going off on the game, and I didn't know what was going on. Dijak said he deserves to be in the main event. So Eddie
Yeah. So
Thorpe
actually,
getting the Dijak rub. Pause.
so I pretty much wait. Who's rubbing who? Anyways, speaking of weird people that have been off TV and whatnot, Ricky Starks. They were claiming
Oh
that he was
yeah.
injured or something. He's come out and said he has no fucking clue why he's not on TV right now. Apparently he's fine. He's good. He's good to go, but he's not on TV and he has no clue why. Nobody's told him. So that's interesting.
Real quick.
But
I guess you can. I didn't see this, and I didn't see it when we watched Dynamite. This is news for Double or Nothing.
okay.
John Moxley will face Konosuke Takeshita.
That his comment was like, hey, Tony, shit, now we got to put him in a match.
It's in a.
John
It's
Moxley versus Takeshita is going to be a bang.
It's a world title eliminator match. WWE SmackDown from May 10th, 2024.
Fucking eliminator matches. Fuck off.
So as I said, I take a lot of my information from Fightful. I'm a big fan of
Oh,
Fightful.
shout out. So you gave a shout out to Fightful. I got to give a shout out to 411 Mania. They're my go-to. Hall. I'll grab his full name here at some point, but his reviews, his articles and stuff. I love how he looks at wrestling. Has very similar opinion to myself. So shout out to 411 Mania. Check them out. They got great. They cover everything, but their wrestling coverage is good. They do live coverages of all the shows and shit. And yeah, check them out. That's where I pick up a lot of my news is from 411. So definitely 411 Mania. Check them out. I love their coverage of wrestling.
Well, let's dive into SmackDown, shall we? This is from, as I said, May 10th, 2024. Nick Aldis introduced us to Cody Rhodes, announcing that Cody Rhodes will be facing Logan Paul for the undisputed WWE Championship at WWE King of the Ring. Logan comes out, looking forward to defeating Cody in Saudi Arabia. Cody seems to allude that Logan Paul's WWE United States Championship would be on the line as well. Cody's never won that. So if Cody was to win the United States Championship, he would be a Grand Slam champion. We haven't had confirmation if this is a title for title match. Cody went on
I think they did.
Twitter.
I think they did confirm it, like on Raw. I think they actually confirmed it.
I'll have to double check that. But I remember Cody
Um,
after SmackDown tweeted 2 belts. That was it.
yeah,
2 belts.
I'm pretty sure it got confirmed on Raw, if I'm not mistaken. But I
So
I read somewhere that it was confirmed. So
Logan Paul versus Cody, Saudi Arabia.
this okay. I have nothing wrong with this match. I'm a huge fan of Logan's matches. He puts on banger matches. I think this could be a really good match. Logan's not winning. It's not happening. There's no chance in hell. That'd be the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah,
But this just feels like they have nothing for Cody right now, and they're trying to figure out where they go with this story with him.
but they're gonna put the United States title on him.
Yeah, but then now maybe it's like a correction because Roman Reigns held 2 belts, and now they're like, well, we got to let Cody hold 2 belts.
I saw something. I don't remember who said it. It was, "What if this is just Cody's gonna win that United States Championship, and it's got the wings on it, and then he's gonna combine the titles, and we're gonna get the wing belt back."
And get rid of the U.S. title.
I don't know. It's just people on the internet. Internet's
That's
fun.
dumb too. Whoever said that, that's dumb. Like, what? They're gonna get rid of their mid card title, then they have to introduce a new mid card title. What are we gonna bring the European Championship back? Fuck off.
AJ Styles is backstage, says he should be facing Logan Paul at King of the Ring. But then he says it's fine because he's going to become King of the Ring. Is going to help him. Sorry, AJ is going to become King of the Ring, and that's going to help him get another shot at the undisputed WWE Championship that Cody Rhodes holds. First match of the night, WWE Queen of the Ring first round. Nia Jax defeats Naomi. What did you think? Was this the right call? I wasn't sure. I mean, are we still pushing Nia as the? It's 2-2. Vancouver, Edmonton, another goal. That was I can't say his name.
Di Giuseppe, I don't know. I didn't see the actual goal, but Vancouver, let's fucking go. Di Giuseppe.
But yes. So Nia Jax gets the win over Naomi. I guess we're still pushing Nia as the strong force.
Yeah. So the right woman won this match. I say this because Nia's already is on a power trip right now, and if they were to let her go pretty far in the Queen of the Ring, maybe even win it, it'll just give her something else to brag about. That seems to be the thing they're doing with what a fucking beautiful goal. Yes, the right person won this match. The big thing takeaway from this match is that they had a black screen it for a second. Nia had a wardrobe
Yeah.
malfunction.
No, Naomi.
She was not Nia.
Naomi.
She was tugging at her gear all
Mm.
match long. So obviously, but anyways, nonetheless, that's the most memorable part of this match. It wasn't a great match. It wasn't a bad match. It was Nia just beating up on Naomi, really. I want Naomi to get more chances and everything, but she doesn't need to win the Queen of the Ring to really prove anything. So
That's
Nia's
I don't think she will.
this could give more fuel to Nia's or own ego as it is already. So it's the right woman won this match.
Yeah, I think I can agree with that now that you put it that way. Carmelo Hayes, Baron Corbin bickering backstage. We get a DIY vignette. I'm excited for DIY on SmackDown. Carmelo Hayes defeats Baron Corbin in the King of the Ring first round match between themselves. Carmelo, man, he's really good. He is really good. The
So
match itself, sure. I love Carmelo Hayes.
weird having these two go at it. I only say that because Baron is hot right now. He's coming off his NXT run with Braun Breaker. He's a fan favorite at the moment. He was getting the love in this match. He just came up, giving him a loss here. Whatever, really. But I mean, why? Why would you do that? I mean, Carmelo had to win this match because he lost to Cody recently. You can't have Carmelo taking two losses off the hop coming up.
It kind of
But
sucks for
Baron,
Baron, doesn't it?
yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I thought it was weird. You didn't need to do this to Baron right now. I don't think it really hurts Baron, but it just seems weird because you just brought him back up. Give the guy some love. The fans love Baron right now. He's hot right now. So I think they should feed into that. So I just found this a really weird match to be made. Nonetheless, yeah, you could have found a way to have both of them move on in this match. In this tournament or just yeah. I don't. The booking was weird. The match is fine. Corbin losing is really whatever because it's Corbin. He's been
Right.
around forever. But nonetheless, why would you do that? I'm at this exact point. I don't know. But yeah, Carmelo. Carmelo wasn't losing because you can't have
Mhm.
him
Blue
losing
chipper.
two matches
The blue chipper.
right off the hop. You can't have it. So
Bailey's got an interview with Caleb Braxton and is interrupted by Chelsea Green, Piper Niven.
I love Chelsea,
Uh,
man.
Chelsea's
I love
fantastic.
Bailey.
She is
I
on
love.
fire. Piper's good too. Piper's good too. We get an
Actually, I
interview
got
with
some
Randy.
Piper news. I got some Piper. I got to give a shout out to Piper later when we get to our match. But nonetheless,
Okay. Where are the towels going? I looked up. Is there another goal? No. Okay.
no,
Um,
that's just a Vancouver thing. So in 1982, Roger Nielsen, they were getting screwed by the refs left and right. And Roger Nielsen, coach of Vancouver at the time, stood up on the bench, put a white towel on the stick, and basically said, "We surrender," because they were just getting screwed left and right by the refs. So it became a thing in Vancouver to wave the white towels. Just
oh,
it's symbolic to that.
okay. Randy Orton's interviewed by Byron Saxton, saying he hasn't forgiven Tama Tonga for taking out Kevin Owens, and he will do whatever he can to make sure that Tonga sees the RKO coming when he gives it to him.
But the arcade was out of nowhere.
Yeah, but this one's personal.
Ooh. There's actually a guy in the Indies that's doing the RKO as his finisher. I sure hope Randy doesn't see that because he might get pissed off.
It's just a cutter, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's the RKO. You don't steal somebody else's finisher without at least asking them.
WWE Queen of the Ring, Jade Cargill defeating Piper Niven. We saw this coming, right?
Yeah, so this it was a quick match. It was like 5 minutes long. I wouldn't call it a squash match because Piper Niven got in a ton of offense in this match. And you know what? Shout out to Piper. She looked great in this match. She embodies a power wrestler to a T. She does
Mhm.
it so well. You believe that she's that fucking strong. And I think Piper needs more love in the WWE because she is actually a really good wrestler. She is a power wrestler and she does it well. So I mean, I'm not saying that there's hate on Piper, but I mean, I just think she should get more love because I think she's a phenomenal wrestler.
Mhm.
But the main thing of this match is Jade Cargill looks like a fucking beast. Like, come on, she did her finisher to Piper.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, she's the truth. And for people that said, "Oh, she only gets to put in offense, she doesn't take any bumps." Hello.
Sorry, there's a penalty.
No,
I think. Anyways,
I was saying people that say Jade only does offense, she doesn't take bumps.
she took bumps in that match. It was
Hello.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Jade's fantastic. She moves on. Queen of the Ring first round continues. We have Bianca Belair versus Candice LeRae. Um,
Well, back
Bianca,
up, back up.
You want the
Shinsuke.
Shinsuke? Go
Shinsuke.
ahead. Go ahead. Shinsuke vignette.
So this is your typical Shinsuke promo vignette that we've been getting over the last 3-4 months. Really, they're trying to make him look menacing, strong, and then right afterwards they squash him. What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck? Why are you giving him all these promos just to have him go out there and lose every fucking time? Like,
I
why?
mean,
What's the point?
I would have told you I could see Shinsuke maybe beating Logan Paul now for the United States title, but now that's out the fucking window.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know what's next for Shinsuke. I
So
don't.
I don't understand what these promos are. If they're just gonna have him losing every fucking time after doing one of these promos, why are you even doing the promos? Like, It's ridiculous. Anyways, I recently heard that people were saying Shinsuke should go back to New Japan when his contract comes up, and people are in strong. Shinsuke loves it in North America. He's moved his whole family there. He's integrated into the culture and all that stuff. And nobody, people don't think he's ever going to go back to Japan. He's
Oh,
pretty much so. But anyways, nonetheless, I
so he's
read
going to
that.
AEW. That's what I just heard. Cool. Um,
Something.
I mean, honestly, I think he'd do
Honestly, give him
well.
some wins. I love Shinsuke, and I've always
Shinsuke,
felt
like, I'm not a homer of any sort with WWE. Shinsuke, I think, would do really well in AEW
he would fit that style.
with the match style. I'm not
Yeah,
saying the booking would benefit him
the
because you know
strong
how that
style. But he comes from New Japan, so obviously that
right.
makes sense because AEW is basically a New Japan ripoff, if you ask me.
They try to be. Bianca Belair defeating Candice LeRae, expected, right?
That match happened. Like
Yeah, it did.
she got squashed. Straight up. That match was a squash match. It was like 3 minutes long. She had like one piece of offense and she fucked up on it and then got squashed.
Let's talk about the juicy stuff though. Now, we get the bloodline backstage where Solo reveals to Paul Heyman that he has spoken to Roman Reigns and that Roman has put him in charge, and that Paul Heyman will be Solo's wise man now. With also reiterating that Paul Heyman hasn't spoke to Roman since WrestleMania. This was very interesting to me. Do we agree Solo might be lying here?
100% he's lying. Like he's not talking to Roman. This sets up a good thing. So this is Solo making a power play, which is so good to see because Solo needs this more than any. I'm sorry, they're on a power play right now.
Uh,
Solo needs Solo. Okay, so Solo needs this. It makes it he's taking control. It's added another aspect to the bloodline. He's taking control of the bloodline. He's making it his own bloodline. He already brought that. He brought in the Tonga brothers. I'm sure we're going to see Hikuleo at some point.
that would be
The
so
real son
great.
of Haku. Um, I'm actually stuffed up now too. It's fucking weird. Paul Heyman, yeah, being told that you're my wise man now. I love Paul Heyman. He's a fucking goat. His mannerisms and the way he acts, so good. You make him believe like he's actually scared for his life. Paul Heyman's the goat. Um,
Put him into
this
the
is a
Hall of
good
Fame
power.
again. Hall of Fame
This
again.
is a good. This is good power play by Solo. I love it, and it opens up the fact that Roman can come back. Is the point? I never fucking said that. Those weren't my words. What are you doing? Trying to take over my reign of the bloodline? So
No pun
it's
intended.
just that they're setting more. We're only in the fourth inning, people. This bloodline story is not going away anytime soon,
So good.
and I love it. It evolves perfectly. I could say this every week. It evolves beautifully, and they keep building on it. And this whole thing is taking a new turn, and it's just gonna. It's so fucking good.
Up next, one of the members of the Bloodline, Tama Tonga, first singles match on in WWE against Angelo Dawkins was supposed to be Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley was medically unfit; he couldn't compete. Tama's going to get the win here. Solo interfered, hitting Montez forward with a Samoan spike, opening the door for Tama Tonga to win with I guess it's called the jumping complete shot. Then they get a beat down of Angelo Dawkins after the match. Kind of figured Tama was going to win, and we're back to the Solo Sikoa still interfering.
The interference doesn't really match for anything. It's a bloodline match. You're always going to get interference. So Bobby Lashley goes out, and you put Angelo Dawkins in. Why wouldn't you put Montez Ford in instead of
Hmm,
is Montez Ford not the bigger star than Angelo? And the answer
that's
to
the
that is
point.
yes, he is the bigger star than Angelo. That's why you put Angelo in there because you're not going to squash Montez Ford. They have plans for Montez Ford in the future. They want him to continue to look strong and shit. So,
Well, let's
unless
talk about
yeah,
the
it got
main.
squashed. It's
Yeah,
Angelo Dawkins. Sorry, buddy, you got squashed. That's simple as that.
the main event of SmackDown: Randy Orton versus AJ Styles. Um, Fantastic match. These two are so good. Um, just they're both Hall of Famers. And yeah, what do you think of Randy versus AJ Styles here with Randy Orton actually getting the win over AJ?
Yeah. So AJ obviously he has different things. He's just building his villain story with these losses right now. So,
The villain arc.
um, so For being a TV match, it's 5 stars. Let me elaborate on that though. So for a TV match, it's 5 stars. For an actual full fleshed out story match, it's not 5 stars. It's a very good match. It's 4.5, 4.25, whatever you want to say. It really doesn't mean fucking shit. But if it had the story behind it and it had the emotion behind it, because really this is just a one-off match for King of the Ring, right? There's no real story behind it. It's a tournament style match. It's just a match. So if you had a build-up story to this match and the emotion behind it, and it meant something more than the King of the Ring, this is a banger match start to finish. They put on a wicked show, but it didn't. It lacked that emotion. You're really late. We're just about done SmackDown, so
I just realized I could do this. Just carry
yeah.
on.
Anyways, nonetheless. So anyways, it lacked that emotion to make it a top tier match, but match quality, so they put on a banner. And honestly, these two could put on a banner in their sleep. It's Randy Orton and AJ Styles. What do we like? You mention those two names in a match, you're like, well, this is gonna be a banner even before it happens. So
Right. I
yeah, it
agree.
was what it was. If it had the emotion, and it's probably one of the best matches of the year. That good.
High praise.
I
High praise. That's high praise.
start to finish, that match was entertaining as fuck.
Okay. With that being said, we're gonna dive into something that you were in attendance for.
Was I?
I think you were. I think you were
Oh,
there.
I was. Damn. Okay, yeah, I was there. So yes, I was there.
I
I
feel like
was
I can.
two.
Should I let you take? No, I'll do my thing. I'll do my thing. But
Do your
you're
thing.
gonna
Let me just start here. So I was there in Vancouver, Rogers Arena. I was there the night before for
collision,
the Canucks game.
collision, rampage.
Collision, Rampage, Canucks game the night before. It was a wicked fucking weekend. Um. Anyway, so I was if you're watching on TV, I was to the right of the ramp, to the right side of the stage, 3 rows back from the stage side. So I was like right there. Yeah, dude. We'll get into it more as matches go on, but there's a little bit of worrisome from what I saw in the crowd. Is the crowd was lackluster.
Mm.
I don't know how it came across on TV, but being there, it wasn't that loud. I think they said there was about 7,000 people there, and it did not sound like 7,000 people. There was a few hardcores. I was going nuts the whole fucking time, but a lot of people were just there, just chilling. I'm just like, I'm up, just standing watching matches, cheering my ass off, and people are sitting around me. I'm going, "What's wrong with you guys? We're at a fucking wrestling show. Enjoy this shit." So I don't know. Casual fans, they just have a ticket. It's something to do that, and I don't know, but I would have loved to have been there if the crowd, like, I wanted like a crowd to go nuts for everything. They popped for a few things, but overall it was a pretty quiet crowd, and I was just like, whatever, I'm gonna enjoy this shit. I was jumping around and being an asshole and just fucking yelling at the wrestlers and shit. Like, fuck it, I was having a good ass time.
Well, with that being said, we don't normally talk about Collision or Rampage, but seeing as you were in attendance, we're gonna get to run through it, and just I'm gonna utilize this as a perspective of what you got to see live. Because I'll be honest, I didn't watch it. I don't watch Collision. I don't watch Rampage. I am going to watch it back though, just to see if I can spot your mug there and off to the side. But you got a pretty good card for Collision scheduled for you. You got the TNT Championship. Adam Copeland defending against Kyle O'Reilly. Brian Danielson and Claudio Castagnoli versus Top Flight. Dax Harwood versus Dynamite Kid Tommy Billington. Will Ospreay versus Lee Moriarty. Thunder Rosa versus Robin Renegade, and Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony were apparently going to be in action as well. You got a nice little card here. So Brian Danielson and Claudio kicked it off with a match against Top Flight. What did you think of the action and seeing these two? Well, at Top Flight as well, but Brian Danielson and Claudio in person and live.
So this is where I was like, the crowd didn't let me down because the crowd wasn't overly hyped for this match. I was losing my shit when Brian Daniels came on. I'm like, this guy's a fucking legend, and he's right fucking there. And like you said, when you went to Dynamite, Claudio Castagnoli is a massive fucking dude. He is
Incredible.
huge. So this was a banner opener, man. It was 14, 15 minutes long. They went hard. It was back and forth. It was hard hitting, a lot of high flying moves. Brian Danielson doing his thing, Claudio doing his strength thing. They're a good combo. I always love their combo because technical and power, right? They just mesh so well together. Top flight, phenomenal talent. This match ended the way it should have. Claudio and Brian getting the win. Danielson needed a win after the Will Ospreay loss at Dynasty,
Mhm.
setting him up for the Anarchy in the Arena match coming up this
May
weekend,
25th
next weekend.
next week.
We got a lot of wrestling next weekend then, because we got also Kane and Quinn. Anyways, nonetheless, so and yeah, it was a good win for Danielson, good win for Blackpool Combat Club.
My elbow's been bothering me since work today. But yeah, that's really cool to watch Brian. I didn't get Brian Danielson live when I was
Oh, dude.
watching it in an episode on Dynamite, so that's really cool. I did get to see this man that you got to see as well, Will Ospreay, taking on Lee Moriarty with Shane Taylor. Roderick Strong apparently was on commentary for this match. For those watching at home, um, obviously Will Ospreay's going to get the win. But there's a beatdown afterwards, all that stuff. Sure, but I'm gonna let you. What was it like seeing Will Ospreay live and in person?
So the crowd popped for this, thank God, because if they didn't, then I'm just like, why are you guys even here?
Just leave. Just leave.
Yeah, I was up, I was screaming, I was right there. He was like literally like 30 feet away from me, fucking, and he comes just Ospreay, Ospreay, and the ability of that man is,
Mhm.
it looks amazing on TV. It looks even better live, because you actually see the depth
Yes,
of what he's doing and shit, and you're just like, how do you do this all the fucking time? Just make it look perfect, flawless, everything he does. I mean, Lee Moriarty, good opponent for him. There was a throwing together match last minute because I think it was like the night before that he was asking about what the weather's like in Vancouver. I have Google. I just cheeky way of me saying I'll be there tomorrow night. So
I screenshotted that and I sent it to you. I was like, dude, you get Will Ospreay.
that very cheeky. I liked it. It's funny. It's how's the weather in Vancouver? So I was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. How do I get this? This is unreal. I get Brian Danielson, I get Will Ospreay, I get Adam Copeland. Like, come on. The thing would have made it perfect would be the Elite if they were there, but FTR even went as far as saying the Elite aren't there because they're not good EVPs. They're not our EVPs.
A pro wrestling fan's wet dream. There you go.
Yeah. So, anyways, unless the match was good. It was athletic. Will Ospreay doing Will Ospreay shit. Lee doing his shit. It wasn't a banger match like overall, but it was exciting. It was fun. Which is what you should expect from any Will Ospreay match. I think there's only one match that I hate Will Ospreay in, and that was against Shibata. So, dude, horrible fucking match. If you say any different, then you're wrong. But
I agree. It was not a great match.
yeah.
We get to the next match, which was a squash match.
Actually, I got one more thing that I had written in my notes, and I just popped it. I would just look. I was like, forget. How fucking weird is it? You got Ospreay. There's my camera. Ospreay, arguably best wrestler in the world right now. Okada, arguably best wrestler in the world right now. And you're gonna you already have Okada holding a mid title, and you're gonna have Ospreay holding a mid title. What the fuck? Why are you having? They're holding mid card titles.
I, for some reason, don't think Will Ospreay's gonna win, and it's not because it's a regular match. I think we're gonna get the Don Callis family turning on Will Ospreay, and I think it's gonna cost him. So that's where I'm kind of at with it. But I agree. I don't think he should win. He didn't. No, if I'm booking this, which like we've said before, me and you could probably book AEW better than Tony Khan. I think Will Ospreay needs to be the one to dethrone Swerve Strickland, and I think he needs to do it at Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, I don't
I think
understand.
a lot of people think that.
You already have Okada holding a mid card title. Why are you giving Will Ospreay a shot at the mid card title? You gotta get these guys to the fucking main event.
I think they're just like maybe they are trying to get to Swerve versus Will Ospreay, and in order, I don't know. I don't know. It's all confusing.
Fucking weird. Only thing maybe they're hoping that is that these two guys can elevate the importance of those belts.
That makes sense, actually.
But it doesn't really. All I see is two fucking great wrestlers holding mid card belts and not your title, not your world title.
I see a great and a good wrestler. Up next was the Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony in a squash match with, I assume, is some local talent.
Yeah, I assume so too. I don't. It's a horrible match.
Okay, keep it pushing. Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony win, by the way, in case you
Okay,
didn't.
sorry. So the match wasn't. The match was to set up Brian Cage, Swerve Strickland. That's all it was to do. It was just get them out in a quick match and then set it up. AEW likes to do this for some reason. I don't understand why. They have these little fucking nothing matches just to set up a promo. I don't get it. Just
It's what
cut your
Collision's
promo
for.
and fuck.
It's what
What's
Collision's
that?
for. It's what Collision is for.
That's
Hype up
fair, but
Dynamite.
what
Hype up
if you're gonna
Dynamite.
have a match with local talent? Why are you squashing them in under a minute? So whatever.
That's how it
Yeah.
goes.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Daniel Garcia versus KM. I don't know who KM is.
Well, okay, back
Apparently,
up. Okay, yeah, you're right. You didn't watch this. Okay, let me break
I
down
didn't
what
watch.
happened after. Okay, I keep forgetting that part. So after that match, uh, it was really an interview to talk to Cage why he turned on Swerve.
Gotcha.
He says Swerve's
Yep.
not a real leader. Blah blah blah. He posted that tweet. It's like, oh, you didn't take me to Wembley. You took the wrong the wrong Cage to Wembley. Blah blah blah. And then he accused Swerve to come in to throw a beatdown on Cage. Man, there was one point he had the chain around Buddy's neck, fucking chained to the post, and
Yep. I'm reading it now. I
uh,
didn't. Yep.
dude, that was brutal.
You
And
got to see
then
Swerve. You got to see
yeah,
Swerve.
and then the cinder block move when with the Samoan on
Toa
what's his
Leon.
name?
Toa Leon.
Pardon? Toa
Toa
Leon.
Leon.
So he came out and he came running around and he got smoked by Swerve with a cinder block. Just, dude, it was fucking wild. That was a huge pop in the arena. That was just like, holy fuck! He just smoked him with a cinder block to the head. So yeah, it was actually a really cool segment. But that whole match was just set up Swerve coming out and just putting an absolute beat down on those boys. So that was fun.
What did I? Oh, Daniel Garcia versus KM. I assume KM's a local talent. This is a
Yeah,
squash.
I don't. It
Did
was a
he?
squash.
Did he do the
He did.
thing?
Actually, after the match, he was doing that up on the barricade. He was doing his,
Yeah, yeah.
and a fan rushed the stage, hopped over the barricade, rushed the rain, dived into the rain, and did his best Vince McMahon impression by tearing both his quads. This dude comes through the fucking rain, he like dives in awkwardly as shit, goes to stand up and falls down the entrance. I was like, holy shit, he just tore his quads. And then he was tackled by a security guard in the ref. But I'm like, I'm pretty sure the guy
Which
did tear his
security guard?
quads.
Which security guard was it?
The big black dude.
Oh my god,
No,
he's
yeah, it was the
intimidating.
big black dude. The big
He's
black dude.
intimidating. I want his. I gotta figure out his name. He's fucking jacked.
Yeah. So he got tackled by, but it looks like he.
That's awesome.
I just had to text you. I'm like, that wasn't me. If you thought it wasn't, I didn't do it. That wasn't me.
What do we got? Dax Harwood versus Dynamite Kid Tommy Billington. Tommy Billington is related to the original Dynamite Kid
Yes, he's his
nephew. How was this match with Dax Harwood and
So it
Tommy?
was about, I think it was 10, 12 minutes long. I think it was a good length match. It was a really good fucking match. Tommy Billington, I think it was his first match in AEW. He might actually have a bright future in this business. He looked really fucking good. I mean, Dax Harwood is a veteran, but this kid, he held his own in the match, looked good with Dax, and that says a lot. They put on a good fucking match for being his first AEW match. I was impressed. I was like, I don't know who this guy is other than he's Dynamite Kid's nephew, but he's got that gene because he looked fucking amazing in that match. It was a good match.
Up next, Thunder Rosa versus Robin Renegade. If I skip anything first, let me know. I assume this was another squash match.
No, it wasn't a squash so much.
I don't know who Robin Renegade is, so that's on me.
I honestly don't have a clue either. The name does sound familiar, but I don't think I've seen her in a match before. It was a mid-length match. I think it was around 10 minutes again, maybe a little bit less, but it was a decent match. Robin got a lot of offense in on this match. until Rosa came back and got the submission finish, which is actually really cool because Rosa doesn't. I don't think she usually does a submission for a finish, so she's added some new moves to her repertoire, which is really cool. It is different. I digged it though. I thought Thunder Rosa looked amazing in this match. But Robin Renegade, she was no slouch. It was a decent match. It was a good match.
Uh, you got a little moment with Lexi Nara with Johnny TV and Taya Valkyria, challenging the Bastard Pac, for a match on Rampage. Cool to see Johnny TV. But what Collision was really all about was the TNT Championship. Kyle O'Reilly taking on Adam Copeland for the TNT Championship. Um, what was this? Dude, Edge, Adam Copeland live in person in living color.
Okay, his entrance, it's different live. It's different. It's everything you expect. He comes out with so much energy, and you're just like, you feel the charisma coming off of him, right? You're just like,
Mhm.
oh, this guy's hyped. And man, he came out. I was just like, I stayed in the song. I was just like, in this day. I was like, oh my god, I'm fucking watching Edge. And yeah, man, and Kyle O'Reilly, man, that guy got a pop. He's from Vancouver. He's from Delta, which is a little suburb of Vancouver. He got a pop. So, of course, you guys, great, one of the greatest Canadian superstars of all time, and you got the local boy in Kyle O'Reilly. He got a pop. Man, did these guys put on a fucking match, dude?
Both fantastic in the ring. What is up with Adam Copeland just putting on weekly bangers? Like, he had the match where he was all of a sudden a fucking luchador. Uh, like, it's
Yeah,
incredible. It's incredible. This is awesome to see. I love seeing it.
man, Edge is he's. So I hear a lot of you read a lot of the shit on the internet right now. And they're like, why is Edge still doing this? He's so not the
Because he
same
can.
person he was.
Because he can.
He can, and he's putting on banners, and he's doing blood matches, and he's
He,
doing hardcore matches,
I
and he's doing crazy shit, and he's just going hard at the age of fucking 50, and he's doing it better than a lot of guys at 30 can do it.
try to think who he was on with. I think it was Chris Van Fleet. And I think he said this when he did an interview with Sam Roberts, where he just was basically like, I was told I could never do this again.
And
So
yeah, he was gone for like 12 years. No, not
it's a
quite.
new
9 years.
it's a new lease on something that he loves. He loves professional wrestling. That's why he still do it, and that's
He
why he
lost.
has
He
never.
lost. He lost the prime of his career. He lost the prime of his career. Mid 30s, the prime.
Mhm, mhm.
If you want to say, a lot of wrestlers don't reach their prime until their mid 30s. There's a few up Rhea Ripley, Will Ospreay. They hit, Kenny Omega. Those guys because they're superstars. But a lot of guys don't hit their prime and figure it out until the mid 30s. Look at LA Knight, dude's 40, and he
Yep.
just recently found success, right? So a lot of these guys don't hit their prime. Edge missed out on his prime, like his golden years, where he should have still been top billing and everything. So I'm all for it, man. Put on banners every week, excite the shit out of us, because every match he's been in has just been fun to watch. He's going out there, hardcore shit, everything, and he's doing it amazingly well. And this match was no different. This match was no fucking different. They were hard hitting, back and forth, both like it was a main event match. It truly was, and it went for like 20 minutes, and it didn't feel like 20. It flew by because you're just like in awe of what was going on in that ring. You're looking at a wrestling legend versus, I guess you can really kind of say another. He was part of Undisputed Era in the NXT. Kyle O'Reilly was the biggest
the
shit for a while.
the
So
greatest faction. Ooh, yeah, in NXT history.
okay, NXT history, wrestling
Still,
history, top
don't.
five.
That's something to talk about at some point. But yeah, no, I loved him in that Era. So yeah, obviously Adam Copeland retains, gets the win. And then you transition into Rampage. Um, was I don't remember. I didn't. Obviously, like I said, I didn't watch. Did Adam Copeland show any signs of not being Adam Copeland?
Yeah, so after that match, Rampage, they flipped over to the Rampage logos and shit, and Edge and Kyle were hugging it out in the middle of the ring after the match. Big weird thing AEW does a lot is hugging after matches. Whatever. Anyways, they go to break. Kyle O'Reilly goes to break from the hug, and Edge holds onto him.
Hmm.
And he's kind of like staring at him. and then he lets go, and he's like, "Oh." So yeah, he's still under the effects of that mist. Are you getting
Yeah.
robbed?
Nah, there's just some fucking jackass just revving the fuck out of whatever shit box he's got. Anyway,
Sounds like it.
so yeah, that was something. And they noted on these notes that Adam Copeland was bleeding from the mouth a little bit. I don't know if it was from
Yeah,
the match or if that was part of
I think it was part of the story.
the mist.
Yeah.
Claudio Castagnoli questioning Brian Danielson on his decision to team with Eddie Kingston for Anarchy at the Arena. Fair, fair to question that with the history of Eddie and Daniel Bryan. You got Trent Beretta and Dalton Castle. Trent Beretta picking up
Well, the
the
big
win.
thing you should take away from that quick little interview was Claudio basically said he wants nothing to do with it. At the end, he's just like, I want nothing to do with it. If you're going to do this, but I want nothing to do with it.
Okay, fair enough. Trent Beretta, Dalton Castle. Any comments on that one?
Yes and no. Dalton Castle, kind of a big deal. He's been around for a while. Ring of
Mhm.
Honor, whatnot. We've watched some of his matches. We watched that one four-way match with that big fucking dude. And who else was in that match?
That was New Japan, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a
Like,
new pan, like a Dontaku or something.
yeah, yeah.
Um, anyways, he's been around for a while. He's actually a really well-known wrestler. They just keep giving Dalton Castle losses on AEW. I don't know why. Just let him go to Ring of Honor and just do his thing at
That's
Ring of
where
Honor.
he
Why?
normally is, and obviously we don't keep up the
And he's a
Ring of
big
Honor.
deal in Ring of Honor, so I don't know why they bring him up to AEW just to give him losses, especially against Trent Beretta. Trent Beretta needed a win because he just lost to OC, but I don't know. They just his Dalton's history. I don't see why he's getting treated this way. To be come up to be a squash, not so much. I mean, it was a 10-minute match, but so it wasn't a squash. But he got his offense, but he lost. I don't know why. Dalton Castle was like the weird choice for that, but nonetheless, it was a good match. I enjoyed it. Just weird booking.
Deanna Perrazzo gets a promo, taking shots at Thunder Rosa.
Yep.
Uh, Anything from this one?
From the promo? No,
Yeah,
other than the
anything?
fact that Deanna is fucking amazing. I love Deanna.
Fair
And
enough.
honestly, I love both of them, but Deanna, I like Deanna a lot. Actually, she's a wicked wrestler, and she's got a
Mm.
style to her. She's got an attitude. I love that.
We get a vignette for Roosh. Don't really care. That he'll be back in
I was
action
probably on
on.
my phone at that point. It was probably up on the big screen. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know.
He'll be in action on the May 18th episode of AEW Rampage. Brian Keith defeats JD Drake. Nothing.
Yeah, again, no.
Adam Copeland issues a challenge to Malachi
Yeah,
Black to face him in a barbed wire steel cage match at
class.
Double or Nothing.
Oh, that side of Edge, Adam Copeland's coming out again, and we all know that side. We've seen it a million times. It's the side of Adam Copeland that's just ruthless and oh, so good.
Deanna Prazo defeating Lady Frost.
So good match, actually, really good match. Lady Frost, I've seen a couple of her matches now in AEW, and I'm really starting to dig her. I think she's got a lot of talent, and she's obviously just being brought up from Ring of Honor to kind of
Mm.
be a filler match and whatnot, especially in these big time feuds between like their stars. But Lady Frost, I'm really starting to dig her. I think I wish they. What is your problem?
They're
What?
bringing up Ring of Honor female superstars to be fillers, right?
Yeah,
So that
that is exactly what I said.
okay. What happened to every other female that's on the AEW roster?
Don't
Are
ask
they
me.
were they not available?
I guess not.
Was that one day?
Maybe, maybe, maybe they weren't allowed into Canada. I don't know.
Was that one day work week schedule thing that CM anyway? I don't know.
Anyways, yeah. So, anyways, unless yes, they do seem to bring up Ring of Honor to be filler matches, quite a bit in AEW. We just saw that with Dalton Castle and
Yeah.
Rampage as well. Um,
So I
Lady
assume
Frost though is Lady
oh, yeah.
Frost is impressive. I really like her style. She looks good in the ring. She's got great charisma. I think they should probably look at her to be more deeply as a top
AEW wrestler.
billing.
Okay.
So
Okay. I assume you were
that's
talking about
my
the
feeling.
finish though, with Thunder Rosa
Oh,
chasing
so
off
anyways,
Deanna?
so yeah, after the match, Deanna won. Thunder Rosa rushes the ring with a chair. Deanna bails, and Deanna bailed over the barrier and was like this fucking close to me when she ran by. I was just like, I love you, Deanna.
Hey,
I'm pretty sure I did yell. I did yell. I love you, Deanna. I yelled it out as loud as I
nice.
could. So if you watch it or we watch it and you hear a guy yelling, "I love you, Deanna," that's me.
This guy. The acclaimed Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, and Billy Gunn debut a music video. We get a vignette for Scorpio Sky, who I didn't even know was still on the AEW roster.
Not a clue.
You know who Scorpio Sky is?
I didn't know he was still on the roster.
Oh,
I
okay.
I know who Scorpio Sky is.
I was like, Pac defeats Johnny Rampage. How was this match?
It's a good match. Why the fuck does everybody pick on John Morrison? Like, why is everywhere John Morrison goes, he's just the beating boy? Why cannot John Morrison not get a fucking push somewhere? I love John Morrison, and everywhere he goes, he just gets beat on.
I think he's getting a pretty. He's a pretty big deal on Ring of Honor.
I Ring of Honor's not even on fucking TV, so why do I care?
Jay White and the Guns,
But Pac needed the win. Pac needed the win. He needed the win.
the boys, Bullet Club Gold, Bang Bang Gang. Jay White and the Guns appear and they issue a warning to Pac. That was how they closed Rampage.
I love it. It was good. Can we take a little intermission here? Like a couple minutes?
Yeah, bathroom breaks probably.
Yeah. I mean, we've been going for an hour and a half already, so
We
that was
have.
good.
For everyone that's been tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to take a quick little break to run to the restroom, but we will be right back. Boom, and we're back. Just like that.
I'm eating.
But nice, nice. You're allowed to do that. That's totally fine on broadband as we're not live, we're recorded, so I can cut that part out, you
Fuck
think?
it.
Fuck
We've
it.
talked for like 3 hours.
Yeah, this is how it rolls. I got a drink. It's juicy juice. Um, all right, let's keep it rolling here with Monday Night Raw. We'll dive into it. This was from May 13th, 2024. This is the continuation of the King of the Ring tournaments. We had Becky Lynch in action as well. I
Oh,
have
never
a
mind.
cough.
Never mind. Never.
I've been dealing with this. I don't know where this cough came from. Probably because the weather can't make up its mind here in Indiana. It's ridiculous. Scheduled for Raw, we had Jey Uso versus Ilya Dragunov. Um, we had Gunther versus Kofi Kingston, Lyra Valkyrie versus Zoe Stark, Io Sky versus Shayna Baszler, Becky Lynch versus Dakota Kai in a singles match. The four matches I named before that were quarterfinal matches for the Queen and King of the Ring. Who else to kick off this show but Drew McIntyre? Comes out taunting CM Punk, calls him out for coming to the ring after he watched him leave, claims that Pierce is a stooge for Punk, um, saying he will deal with Punk, he will deal with Jey Uso, who stole his spot in the King of the Ring tournament. Um, then Damian Priest interrupts him, making fun of Drew. And honestly, what Damian said was legit. It was true. Got a notification. Cole Wetzel's got a new song out called "Sweet Dreams." Shout out Cole Wetzel. He basically
Actually,
said,
I usually hate country music, but this man's right. Cole Wetzel's the shit.
"Yes, sir." But Drew making fun of Damien. Basically telling him you were blaming everybody else, but it could have been me and you at WrestleMania. You stopped me every time I tried to cash in. That's your fault. So just making fun of him. But then he says you can have a title match once you're cleared. So is Drew going to be the one to dethrone Damien?
Mm, no, no,
No.
no, no. I think Damien's going to hold this on a little bit longer. I think they got to get a Finn Damien match, and Finn takes it off him. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre do not need a title to make their
No,
match
they don't.
important.
But
So no, I don't think he takes the title here.
hear me out. Drew beats Damien for the title, and then at Clash at the Castle, CM Punk beats Drew McIntyre for the title.
Yeah, but why would no? You know what? No,
It doesn't need
no,
a title. I agree with you. It does not
no.
need a title 100%. Yeah.
Damien and Finn taking the title off Damien would mean more. It'd be the final um, nail in the coffin to make Damien back into a full face.
Yeah, I agree with that. Queen of the Ring quarterfinal match: Io Sky versus Shayna Baszler. This was actually a pretty good match. Both women are fantastic in ring. Io Sky is the truth. She's the truth, not our truth, but she's the truth. Moonsault is gorgeous. She does pick up the win. We both agreed this was probably the right person to push through.
100% Shayna Baszler. I mean, I wish they'd give Shayna Baszler more of a push because she is. I do like her in the ring. I think she's a really good wrestler. And she can carry a title. She looked great in NXT with the title. She's the longest reigning NXT Women's Champion. Um, Obviously the right woman. That moonsault, so gorgeous. It was beautiful. It was
Yeah,
absolutely beautiful moonsault. Moonsault. Um, this match was about 10 minutes long. It could have gone on longer because it started off slow, but by after the commercial break, they really got into it, and they could have gone longer, and it would have been it was a really good match. They really found their footing by the end, so I felt the ending felt abrupt because they were really getting into it at that point. But yeah, man, it was a good match. There was absolutely
I
nothing
agree.
wrong with that match, and that moonsault was beautiful.
I could watch them to have another match at any time. Charlotte. Speaking of Charlotte, Sorry, I meant to say Carlito. I will not sit here and try and pivot and make it sound like I knew what I was doing here because I fucked up. Um, Carlito
Charlotte,
coming up.
you confused Carlito for.
I saw
Okay.
I saw Queen and C whatever. Charlotte Flair's in a movie coming up or a TV show of some sort. I don't know if you saw that.
Yes, I think I read something about that too. I didn't really pay much attention to it. I think I was at work when I saw it, but yeah, no, I read
Yeah.
something about that too.
Yeah. So shout out to her. Carlito is hanging out with the Judgment Day. Damien enters the room and basically is like, "Dude, you can't hang out here.
Get the fuck out of here.
I
Get
don't trust you. I'm not interested.
get.
Go on, get." Um, Chad Gable is chastising Alpha Academy, of course, causing
So fucking good, dude. So fucking good.
Maxine
So
Dupree
fucking
a
good.
loser, by the way, because she lost her
Yeah, yeah.
first round match over the weekend at a live event, and then announces that I think he said Otis would be facing Bronson Reed, but then he goes, "Wait a minute, no. We're gonna switch things up. Zawa, you're getting Bronson Reed, and Otis, you're gonna handle Sami Zayn." Telling him, "Don't lose the match tonight." Ivy Nile tries to step in to do encourage Dupree, and Gable tells Nile she has talent, but you're over here wasting your time with Taylor not so swift.
Uh,
I popped for that.
Greatest line ever.
That was pretty good.
That was so fucking good.
Uh, Anything with that? I mean, just how good that Chad Gable is.
Gable as a heel, it's so fucking good, man. We've been wanting this for 10 years. I mean, I've been wanting this when I didn't even know who Chad Gable was, but I was like, this dude needs to be a heel, and I didn't even know who he was. Actually, I did. He used to have like lawn hair before when I was like watching when he first came up. He didn't have like lawn hair.
Oh yeah,
Fucking weird.
him when he was Jason Jordan.
Yeah,
He had long hair.
Kurt Angle Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, nonetheless, Gable. I've been wanting for as long as I've been watching Gable, which is about 3 years now. I've been wanting to be a heel. He's an amazing heel. Amazing heel.
Oh yeah, he's gonna do fantastic with it. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods are backstage being interviewed by Kathy Kelly, with Xavier saying Gunther is the reason he can't defend his crown this year in the King of the Ring tournament. We get Adam Pearce with the awesome truth about new challengers being crowned for the World Tag Team Championship. Kiana James makes her first appearance on Raw. Comes in and says she's looking forward to being under the tutelage of Adam Pearce. Eddie, yeah, I know you're going to talk about R-Truth. Go ahead. What'd you like about this?
She she's here to adjudicate. R-Truth doesn't know what that means, but he doesn't think it's PG.
So good.
I laughed. I laughed
R-Truth,
probably a lot. I laughed probably a lot harder than I should, but I thought that was fucking hilarious.
R-Truth needs to be protected at all costs. He's a national treasure. Never ever get rid of him. He is fantastic. What do we got here next? Oh, it's the Gunther versus Kofi Kingston match. Gunther's gonna get the win, of course. Of course, we knew this
Of
going
course.
into it.
So,
What do you think of the match itself?
well, let's start with the fact that we got a Lillian Garcia cameo.
I did skip over that, didn't I? Did
You
I
did.
not? Oh my
Totally.
gosh, I did. Yeah,
You
I
did.
loved this moment with Lillian Garcia and Samantha.
So cool. Yeah, she's from. I think they were in what, South Carolina or North Carolina for this, or where? Where was this show again? Anyways, she's
Yeah.
from. She's from wherever they were, so it makes sense that she showed up. But
I don't know where they were.
so Attitude Era, obviously my era of wrestling. I'm that old guy that says the Attitude Era is the best era ever. This is slowly probably becoming better, I would think.
The what was the nickname for it? I can't remember exactly what they were. What did the Renaissance? We're in the Renaissance era, or
The Renaissance.
the Paul Levesque era.
That, yeah. Anyways, nonetheless, fucking eras. Lillian Garcia, legend, absolute legend on the mic. Dude, you're having
cool
so much
things.
fun with this.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
trying things.
yeah, you're trying things.
Allow it.
Yeah,
Allow it. Allow
I
it.
am allowing it. I mean, I don't really have much. I can't click anything to make it stop. So
That's true. That's true. I have the power. You know how much power I actually have, RK? Just before you continue.
a lot.
Oh, yeah. You want to watch this? Watch this. You're not allowed to talk anymore. Oh yeah, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I muted your mic. I have the power. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Are you done?
Go ahead.
You good?
Carry on.
You had your fun? You're good.
Carry on. Carry on. Carry on. Carry
Sorry, this game's really intense right now. Anyways, where was I? Lillian Garcia. What were we talking about?
on. Yeah, the compliments she gave Samantha Irvin was pretty cool.
Legend, absolute legend. Samantha
Thing
Irving gave her
I
mad
at first
props.
Samantha didn't like cry because Lillian was like, "I'm so proud of you." And I was like,
Oh, she
right
should
there,
be.
right
Samantha
there.
getting that from Lillian. That's like, Undertaker telling you, like Undertaker talking to Bray Wyatt that you're the next.
It was almost like the passing of the torch. You know? Did I have to take my light down to do that? No. I'm just having fun
No,
with the camera. This is cool. Um,
obviously.
Lyra Valkyria sorry, we have to talk about Gunther Kofi Kingston. What
Wow, you are just all messed up now. We're still on
well,
the
you
Kofi
messed
Gunther
me
match.
up when you brought
I
up
didn't mess you
Sting,
up.
and
You
then you threw
you
me
just
off, and
fucking say anything about
then
Lillian.
we're
You
doing
just
this,
forgot about You're
and
like,
then that's just
fuck
crazy.
Lillian. You're like, fuck Lillian. Lillian doesn't matter. So, um, anyway, so Kofi and Gunther. The reason this match works so well, unlike the Xavier Gunther match, is because Kofi played to his strengths and Gunther played to his strengths. Kofi didn't try to have a fucking chop match with Gunther. This match was great. I thought this match was great because it was a high flyer against. I mean, Gunther's not really a giant, but he kind of is. Gunther's big, big, big fucking dude. But yeah, it was a good match. I enjoyed the shit out of it. Dude, you're muted.
I'm a professional.
I clearly
So I
you're
didn't
fucking around.
know. I didn't know when I turned my camera off. It mutes my mic. Wait, no, it didn't.
No, that's just when you did something else.
I
You
hit something. Anyway, let's go backstage. Lyra Valkyria being interviewed. Liv Morgan interrupts her. Morgan just starts to talk shit about Becky Lynch, and then asks a very important question to Lyra Valkyria: has Becky always been such a bitch? And then like in a moment of like a old like in like the old movies or just movies in general where they're talking shit about somebody and they pause and they look and they go right behind me. She's right behind me. Becky calls Liv a bitch and hits her with a nice little punch, knockout blow,
no, that was not a nice punch. That looked horrible.
whatever.
She should have went with a slap, in my opinion, because that punch looked horrible. But nonetheless, it got the point across of what they're trying to do. That was a bad working punch. Let's just Bruce Pritchard would say you might as well just punched her for real because that working punch sucked.
Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's fine. Yes.
Interesting.
No.
Wait, what? Really?
Yes. Yes. No. No. Cannot hear. Your mouth is moving, but
So
the words are not coming.
this thing doesn't work when I use it for my PlayStation controller. It won't mute or unmute, but for
Yeah,
some reason,
because the PlayStation has the mute button on it, so it
yeah. But what's the
doesn't
point of having it
bypass.
on the mic? Anyway,
I don't fucking know. Is it made for PlayStation or is it made for this?
Kofi
Because my
Kingston.
my PlayStation made headset, if I hit the mute, it mutes the controller.
Yeah, I don't. It's not a PlayStation
There.
branded
So that's your fucking
headset.
problem. So what are you complaining about? I don't. Why am I using my hands?
Everything. Anyway, Kofi Kingston is backstage and he gets interrupted by Karrion Kross. Cross tries to manipulate Kofi's feelings and tells him there's always time to turn his career around. This is interesting, wasn't it?
We're getting a Kofi turn.
No.
We're getting a Kofi turn. Have we ever seen Kofi heel before? Has he ever been heel?
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
We're getting a Kofi turn.
I think maybe New Day turn as a whole.
I think just Kofi. I think he just turns on Xavier straight up.
Ooh, that'd be crazy. Bronson Reed defeats Akira Tozawa. Right? I mean,
Yeah, okay.
I
Like,
wouldn't
come
be
on.
afraid of that. We knew that was going to happen. Backstage, we get Ludwig Kaiser taking a minute to review all of Gunther's probable opponents in the King of the Ring tournament.
Ludwig Kaiser here.
Yes,
Phenomenal promo.
he's good.
Phenomenal promo. I was like, I'm impressed by this right now. I am impressed with this right now.
Something crazy about happened. I don't know if
Just
we're linked up anymore. Um,
1531.
sure. I'm getting a replay. Um, Adam Pearce announces that a four-way will decide the number one contender for the World Tag Team Championships. This is the Authors of Pain, New Catch Republic, the Creed Brothers, and the Judgment Day. Braun Breaker interrupts Adam Pearce and asks, "Why haven't I been in the tournament? Like, what's up? Like, what's going on? Why am I not in the King of the Ring tournament? Why wasn't I in?" And they go talk. And Adam Pearce's office cleared. Uh, what do we get? Lyra Valkyria defeats Zoe Stark in the quarterfinal match for WWE Queen of the
Back up.
Ring. What?
Pat McAfee.
What do you do? I don't have it in my
Barked.
notes. Oh, with Baron
Barked
Corbin,
a lot.
with Braun Breaker. Why? I literally pointed out when we were watching it too, and I didn't.
He barked a lot. And he also called Adam Pearce a bald stooge. Apparently, I don't. It's probably kayfabe and story, but apparently he got reprimanded for that.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
and I don't know if they're making it work or if it's real. I'm pretty sure it's got to be kayfabe because Pat McAfee's a legend. But yeah, he got reprimanded for that apparently.
Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Well, Lyra Valkyria defeating Zoe Stark. I think we both kind of figured that. Whoa. That by the way, I'm at 14, 15, 14, 13,
Yeah, you're 4 seconds
12.
ahead of me.
Okay.
12,
Uh, uh, uh,
9,
uh, uh.
7.
Anyway, 6,
There you
5, 4. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, who cares? Yeah, Lyra Valkyria, we both figured Lyra's going to get the win.
Yeah.
Good match, though. Zoe Stark can go.
Yeah, and I wish Zoe would get a push. I really like Zoe Stark a lot.
She kind of
As
did
a
get a
wrestler.
push, though.
Did
I
she
mean,
though?
not with a title. I mean, she did go up against
That's not
Rhea
really a push
Ripley
then.
for the world. Well, people would tell you Jinder Mahal got a.
Jinder Mahal did not get a push. He got a moment. It's not a push. He got a moment. How's that not tripping? Anyways, nonetheless, yeah, obviously Lyra's gonna win this match, obviously. But I just kind of wish they would give a little bit more love to Zoe
Yeah, I agree.
Stark.
Jey Uso promo on Ilya Dragunov, leading to Sami Zayn defeating Otis in a match. After the match, Chad Gable berating Otis. Sami Zayn comes in to save him. And then Chad ends up, after all this goes on, Otis still helping his coach. And Chad slaps the piss out of Otis at the end of this. The match itself was what it was.
All story. The match didn't mean anything. It's all story.
After it was fantastic. I'm ready for this.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
I think my chair's broken, so you're randomly gonna see me just drop down. It's weird.
Anyways,
You'll see. You'll see. I'm not touching anything, and my chair will just go. It's stupid. I need a new chair. Um, see, there it goes. I just fell a little
hit
bit.
that like and subscribe button. Get us some more, then we can get like people to sponsor us and we can make money. That'd be great.
I said I wasn't gonna do it. I said I wasn't gonna do it, but I have to do it. I have to do it. I just have to do it. I just have to do it. Please help me buy a new chair. I'm never doing that again. I'm never
Don't.
fucking doing that again.
Don't.
I might delete that in post production. Why did I do that? I don't know. Backstage, JD
I honestly, I just know this guy from the internet. That's all.
Okay, fair. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. JD McDonough confronting Braun Strowman. That's what happened here.
Basically, Braun's just like, get lost.
Like he could have just fuck out of here.
Braun did not look scared at all. Not for one tiny second.
What's there to be scared of? What's there to be scared of? Big-headed JD McDonough.
Well, he's just looking. JD and props him. He's just looking for another way to die because he seems to do that in every match
Which is
now.
true. It's true. Hey, he's good at having those
Dying?
moments. Dying.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Just fight about it. Like, come on. What are we doing?
Oh, come on. Oh.
Becky Lynch defeats Dakota Kai by DQ. Kairi Sane Io Sky prevent Becky from getting the submission victory. Lyra makes the save, and Liv Morgan takes advantage of this distraction to attack Becky Lynch. I think this was the solidification of Liv's gone. If you didn't know, it's happening. If you didn't know, now you know. Liv Morgan she's heel. She's the bad guy now. Kind of knew it, kind of felt it, but how long can you keep Liv Morgan as a bad guy? Because she's pretty over.
You can keep her as a bad guy forever. She does it well. Can we talk
Agreed.
about the elephant? You keep dropping down.
I know it's
Now
killing
I
me.
know. You pointed it out, and now I notice it every time. You're just like.
It doesn't do it all the time. It just randomly does it. What's the
Elephant in the room. Dakota Kai. She's kind of become Damage Control's
leader?
Designated jobber.
Leader.
Jobber.
She put the fucking thing all the way down. Yeah, she does take a lot of losses. She has taken quite a few losses recently.
Why? She is amazing.
I think she's fantastic. I love Dakota Kai. I
don't know why they just made her a jobber though.
I was a big Dakota Kai fan when she first showed up in WWE. She had the tie dye fit. She was her and she was her and Tegan Knox were Team Kick. I don't know. I was a big Dakota Kai fan. You're right though. She is kind of taking the jobber.
She takes a lot of losses for being the leader of her group, anyways, nonetheless. But yeah, that's all. There's the elephant in the room there. That's all.
Shall we get into the World Tag Team Championship #1 contenders match? Judgment Day, Creed Brothers, Authors of Pain, and New Catch Republic. I think that this match did what I expected it to do. Everybody's going to get their greatest hits. The Creed Brothers are fantastic. The Creed Brothers are future world champions.
100%.
Boom.
Hands down.
And honestly, Julia's future world champion, singles champion.
So was this that match where who did that weird fucking no, that was NXT.
Probably.
You know the one where I'm talking like they did the shooting star spin or whatever it was?
Yeah, that was.
Or the standing moonsault spin.
Yeah, I think
drop
thing. I think that was it.
Whatever that was. That was
I didn't.
But nonetheless, this match, you got something to say on this match? Go.
I just thought it was a really good match. I think the outcome was unexpected, to be fair.
Actually, 100%.
I didn't think that the Judgment Day pick up the win. Finn Balor and JD McDonough. I didn't see that coming, to be honest. I thought it was going to be probably New Catch Republic, but or the Creed Brothers. I think the Creed Brothers. I think it's coming. It's coming for them. But yeah, the Judgment Day are the #1 contenders for the Tag Team Championship.
It makes sense because of the history between R-Truth, The Miz versus Judgment Day. This kind of maybe is the kind of match to put the final nail in the coffin of that storyline. Probably with the Judgment Day winning the titles. To be honest with you, because I got to give some love to Finn, and until Damien's ready for the full turn with Finn in the group, you got to do something with Finn, right? So, nonetheless, this match, total insanity, which is what you expect from four-way tag match. Like it always breaks down at some point, and everybody's just going at it, and you get all these high spots where everybody does something fucking crazy, and that's exactly what we got. And it was a great fucking match, absolutely great match. The big thing here, obviously, was Carlito was the reason the Judgment Days took the win.
Yes, got involved.
Can you break it down?
He took out Pete Dunne, allowing Judgment Day to get the win. That's where it was. He tripped him up, and I think they pinned the Creed Brothers here to get the win. I think the Creed Brothers ate the pin here. I don't know if Fightful. I always just have the results here. I don't know if Fightful lists it as in these multi-man matches where the winner. It says the winner and then defeats the Creed Brothers are first. So that makes me assume that they were the ones that took.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was against Julius that took the pin.
Mm-hmm. This leads to backstage where Priest asked Dominic Mysterio, "Hey, are you and Rhea on good terms?"
That was good.
They're entered by JD and Finn coming in frame to celebrate with Carlito. Priest tells Carlito what you did was cool, but he still you need to handle business with Rey Mysterio on your own.
Yeah, because the The
Yeah,
Judgment Day doesn't like they don't run with cowards. They don't run with cowards. It makes sense.
I agree. And basically telling him I'm cool. Like Damien separated himself from it. I don't want
Yeah,
nothing to do with it. We get Ricochet encouraging Ilya Dragunov backstage a week after they put on an absolute banger on Monday
absolute
Night
banner.
Raw. Basically Ricochet saying, "We'll see each other again. Our paths will cross again, and when we do, it's gonna be fantastic." And then you alluded to this when we talked about the news and the rumors and the innuendos. This is Jey Uso versus Ilya Dragunov. Jey Uso gets the win. And I also skipped over in the middle of the show. We talked about the hints that got dropped, where there was a little stare down with Gunther and Ilya.
Yep.
That
So
happened.
good. So good.
But Jay does get the win over Ilya. You mentioned in the rumor and innuendo that people were upset. They thought Ilya should have got the win. As we said, I think they made the right call here with Jey Uso being the
100%. Then you're not giving this match on TV. And really break it down and think about, do you like they're going to put on a 20, 25 minute, 30-minute banner. Do you want to watch 4 fucking commercials during their match? No.
no.
You want it on a pay-per-view. You want it uninterrupted. You want them to have full reign to do whatever they want.
Yeah,
It's going to happen. This match is going to happen. It's being hyped, and they're just building that hype more. And when it does happen, it's going to be a banner.
which
So
in
fucking
what's
good.
the match itself, Jey Uso Ilya, was a good fucking match.
It is too. The match was phenomenal. Actually, it was a great match.
And so
Um,
with yeah,
the only
anything?
thing I didn't like about that match actually was the finish. It seemed literally like it came out of nowhere. Like just it was they were going at it, and all of a sudden Jay just got the quick upper hand and it was over. It felt rushed. They probably ran out of time. Honestly, it's the end of the show.
Yeah. And so this we'll get into NXT, but this led to we know now that it will be Jey Uso taking on Gunther next week on Monday Night Raw. Winner will be going to the finals for the King of the Ring, and yeah, I'm excited for that. We'll find out who will be the semifinal for SmackDown when SmackDown airs tomorrow. And I've reiterated this before, but since I feel like we're on camera, I feel like I can say it now. We run this show by watching from SmackDown to Raw, NXT, AEW, any, and then obviously, sorry, I kind of said that wrong. Friday, SmackDown, and then if there's any pay-per-views or premium events that happen on that weekend, we got those Raw, NXT, AEW, Dynamite, so on and so
And
forth.
yeah, we throw New Japan in whenever we can get a chance
Here
to
and
sit
there, if
down and
there's
watch them.
something, and actually, there is stuff to talk about with New Japan. I kind of spaced this, but the best of the Super Juniors is going on right now as we speak.
Oh, that's right.
So we maybe off camera we'll talk about this. Maybe we'll figure out a way to we'll figure out something to
Incorporate
watch.
it.
Yeah,
Maybe
we'll do it.
find like a greatest hits of the greatest
And
match,
we'll
the best
yeah
matches out of the
we're
Super Juniors.
gonna watch Resurgence. So we can figure something out when we do that. Maybe we'll mix it all in as one. We'll just do a quick little New Japan Super Show. But that leads us to NXT. We're NXT guys right here. We love NXT. I look forward to watching it every single week. And we started things off with what's going on. Noam Dar was laid out backstage from a mysterious attacker, Lash legend Jakar Jackson, or a Mensa, checking on him backstage, saying, "Why would Trick do this?" And Lash defending Trick Williams. Um, so we're somebody just got attacked. Who attacked Noam Dar becomes the story here to start things with NXT. Video package of the general manager Ava breaking down the qualifiers for the NXT Women's North American Championship. And the first match of the night is one of those, and that is Sol Ruka taking on Izzy Dame. And I can truly, honestly say this: Sol Ruka might be one of she's up there now. She truly is one of my favorite women's superstars to watch.
She is
She
phenomenal.
phenomenal. That
Fucking amazing.
finisher, the soul snatcher. She can just hit that fucking thing from any part of the ring, huh?
Literally
Anywhere.
out of nowhere. You want to talk about the RKO out of nowhere? No, the Soul Snatcher's out of nowhere. She does it from the middle rope springboard. She does it
Yep.
from the corner middle rope. Like it looks different every time, but same result. It's just phenomenal. And Izzy Dame sold it way better than who's the last one? Tatum. Tatum was the last one to take it.
No, it was Blair Davenport.
Blair. Izzy Dame sold it better than Blair.
Yes,
That's for sure. That was my
for sure.
biggest takeaway from the first time I saw it was Blair Davenport did not sell it at all, really well. Anyways, Izzy Dame sold it beautifully. It was it looked so fucking good. We're both like replay. We got to see a replay.
Yes,
They didn't even show a fucking replay of it.
we got to
We
do it
had a
because
replay.
of yeah. No, shout out to Streamer. Obviously we're hyping it up. Soul Ruka gets the win over Izzy Dame with her Soul
So good.
Snatcher finisher. She is moving like I. She's
You cannot name a better cutter. You can't.
it's so
Cody cutter, meh. Oz cutter, meh. RKO, meh. Soul snatcher, that's where it's at.
diamond cutter. Um,
No, diamond cutter is basically an RKO.
but anyway, the Angelo family are meeting with Ava
Haven't
backstage.
you ever seen that? Haven't you ever seen that video
Yes, that's
where
yeah,
it's Scott Hall and Diamond Dallas Page? They don't have
yes.
Diamond Dallas Page. Just be Randy Orton. He's got the exact. Diamond cutter is basically an RKO.
Corey Perry's a bitch. Um, Ava fined the family $20,000 due to their antics with the special guest referee last week, which that's nothing to them. But why? You should really call Channing. Let him know, hey, dude, you were killing it as a special guest referee. Come
Best
on.
referee ever.
Come on, we can use you. We can use you. Endris and Nofe and Malik Blade preparing for their match backstage. They're still doing the whole rabbit's foot glass broken gimmick. And Brindley Reese told him, "You don't need that for your match. You don't need the rabbit's foot." We get Shayna Baszler, Lola Bice. They're interviewed backstage, talking about who will be Roxanne Perez's next challenger, or who's going to be the number one contender match. Trying to figure out that. OTM, Lucian. I actually never have said this man's name. Lucian Price, and Bronco Nima with Jada Parker defeat Indris Inofe and Malik Blade. This is a pretty good tag team match. It was what it was. We can we be honest and say we just discovered what StreamYard was, and I don't think our attention was on the match.
No, it really wasn't on the match. But I mean, if we was on the match, I'd have the same shake in my. It dragged. I remember looking up. I remember we were talking about Streamyard and we were just, hey, this is fucking cool. And then we looked up. I looked up. I'm like, this match is still going on.
Yeah, yeah.
It seemed like it went on for way longer than it should have. I think they clocked it in at just right around 10 minutes, but it felt like 30.
We get a medical checkup on Noam Dar. He is not cleared to have his match, which he was scheduled to face Javon Evans later in the show. Instead, Oro Mensah is going to step up and take his place. Ridge Holland talking with the NXT Tag Team Champions, Supersonic Duo, before he's interrupted by the Good Brothers. And they trash talk him for trying to invade. Sorry, let me rephrase. Say this correctly. The Good Brothers trash talked the Supersonic Duo for trying to evade them. Holland confronted them due to their statements, leading to the Good Brothers challenging Ridge Holland and a partner of his choosing for a match later in the night. We get another NXT Women's North American Championship ladder match qualifier. Lash Legend defeats Ivy Nile. I think I was okay with this. I like the fact that it's just the NXT girls that are going to go through
So
here.
Last Legend, she just keeps looking better and better every match she's in.
Yes.
She's really developing well, which is what you want in NXT. They are there for development. Ivy Nile, she was getting a huge push there for a little while, and now she's just kind of dropping off the face of the planet. She's down in NXT taking losses. So
Yep. See what's going on.
I think they're losing faith in Ivy Nile as a viable option for matches.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what it brings. We get a Javon Evans interview, and basically Javon saying, "I didn't attack Noam Dar." Carly Bright, she's been doing some matches on NXT Level Up. She met with Ava, where she says she wants a match with Lola Vice tonight. She gets her wish. She will be taking on Lola, and we see back in the GM's office, little curtain, Tatum Paxley just kind of peeking through. Ava ended up going in there. She walked away. This brings us to the next match of the night. Javon Evans taking on Aura Mensa. Javon Evans is going to pick up the win over Aura Mensa. They're pushing the kid, and I'm happy about it. I love Javon Evans. Uh, that finisher is fantastic.
The finisher is ridiculous. This match. So this is what I want to. You show me like you told me all about Javon Evans, and they show
Yes.
highlights, and he just does crazy shit. It feels like they're not letting him fully let loose on these matches. They're not letting him fully go all out yet. They're just keeping him in tight little quick matches, giving him wins, building him up. But I don't think we're seeing. I don't think we're seeing the full effect of what Javon Evans could
Yeah.
truly do. Because I went and watched some highlights of his shit from Level Up, and I'm like, holy fuck. And we haven't seen that yet on
No.
NXT. We've seen some glimpses of it, but
Building
it's
it.
not fully there. So I think they're just really giving him some momentum before they really let him just wreak havoc on the roster.
Something to note from the match: Last Legend attempted to get involved with a steel chair where Trick Williams came out. He come out and
Trick
he put
Willy
that
Wonka says, no, baby.
said
No, baby.
put that down. And then Evans gets the win. We get Charlie Dempsey interviewing where he confirms that Damon Kevin Miles Bourne were on their way to the arena, but they were broken down after the attack from the Anvil family. I'm
So good.
still not sold on Charlie Dempsey and the promo.
Charlie
Uh,
Dempsey. I mean,
yeah,
I said this before. I'll say it again. Tony D carries this shit.
yeah,
Like the family carries this shit. They're the ones carrying this whole feud. They're carrying the promos. They're carrying the matches. Charlie Dempsey, I don't. He needs. Yeah, he
yeah.
just needs. He needs
Uh,
something.
let's talk about my favorite promo potentially of the night. Wes Lee cutting a promo just talking about the work he had to put in and all of that and this and that he was coming back for the NXT North American Championship. Obafemi interrupts him, puts over Lee's work, said that he's gonna have to prove it that he deserves a shot at the North American title. And Wesley goes to talk and he's interrupted by biker ganger Ivar, and he's not
I like
happy
this
about that.
Ivar better than Viking Raider. I like this
Uh,
Biker
so
Raider. Biker
I
Raider versus. I see
where
what
is
you
it?
did there.
Ivar interrupts him. He understands Lee's pain because they had the same spinal surgery. So that Lee had to fight him to earn a shot at Obafemi. Wesley goes to respond, and he's interrupted by Josh Briggs. Wesley, at the same time, is Jesus Christ, what is happening? And then Obafemi gets out the ring and says that if Lee, Ivar, and Briggs want a shot at his title, they can fight amongst each other. So I get a triple threat match between them. Let's get into the good stuff, your favorite stuff here. Ridge Holland interviewed by Kelly Kincaid backstage when he's interrupted by Chase University's Riley Osborne, Andre Chase, Duke Hudson, and Osborne said he would team with Holland. I think I left. Oh, Thea Hale as well. She was there.
I know
Um,
you hate her. I know you do.
I
You can
don't.
say it.
I love Thea Hale. Osborne says he would team with Holland. This is coming after kind of Riley Osborne snapping at Ridge Holland last week on NXT, and they're going to do it. Ridge Holland and Riley Osborne were going to team up. And then we get the blacked out screen again with the snoring and the alarm clock going off. Is this Wendy Chu? I think it's Wendy
I don't
Chu.
know. Apparently it was
Uh,
a Wendy Chu thing though that she was always sleeping. So I don't know. I
Where's
honestly don't know.
pajamas? I think it's Wendy Chu.
Yeah.
Lexus King being a pompous asshole, bragging about stuff. Signs a get well card for JC Jane to Jasmine Nix handing out the card for people to sign for JC Jane to get well soon because Thea Hale broke her nose. She kind of deserved it.
This was the first time that I really liked what Lexus King did here. I thought this was hilarious. I really did.
Yeah, it was. He said, "Get well soon, Lexus King," and she read it and she said, "Get well soon, Jane." Her name is JC.
Yeah.
We got the Good Brothers. They get their match. As we said, Good Brothers will be taking on Ridge Holland and a partner of his choosing, which ends up being Riley Osborne. Riley and Ridge start off early and they look like they have a little bit of a chemistry thing going, but then things switch. Riley Osborne goes for a move, ends up taking out Ridge Holland. The Good Brothers get the win over Ridge and Riley Osborne. We'll get to that later in the episode here. We get the Carly Bright Lola Vice match. Carly Bright did not look bad in this match with Lola Vice, but I'm still not sold on Lola Vice.
I'm not sold on either. I'm supposed to care about Carly Bright because she got a quick video package, and then they're putting in with Lola Vice, who I already don't care about, and then they have a 2.5 minute match. No, don't care.
So you're just a hypocrite.
Yeah. What? Why am I a hypocrite?
That's what I just heard.
What? Explain. Go.
So you're not interested because you got a video package for Carly Bright, but yet you would prefer AEW to do that so you can figure out who these people are? It wasn't that good of a match. I agree with you.
It wasn't that good.
It was not that good of a match.
It was like 2.5 minutes long. I mean, if you want me to care about Carly Bright, give her a longer match. Let me see what she actually has.
I can agree with that. The match was way too short. But then I think this is your favorite thing is it wasn't even a match. It was for story purposes. Carmen Petrovich and Natalia attack Lola Vice and Shannon Baszler after the match.
Yeah.
And then we get the tag team match for next week. We get Riley Osborne apologizing to Ridge Holland for costing their team the match, and Thea Hale says, "I believe him," and Thea Hale hugs Ridge Holland. And is Ridge Holland in Chase U now? Is this what's happening?
It looks that way. Ridge Holland. So that match ended. He looked a little upset at the finish of the match, but
Uh-huh.
so Ridge trying to redeem himself. He has to keep his cool. Be like, it's cool. It's fine. It's okay. Old Ridge would snap, right? But
Right.
this is calm Ridge. So I like it. It's a good story. I think Ridge is going to be part of Chase U.
I'm kind of here for that. I'm
Yep.
actually really here for that. Let's talk about the Heritage Cup Championship match. Tony D'Angelo with the family taking on Charlie Dempsey. Tony D is going to pick up the win in this match. I kind of didn't see it. I did, but I didn't. You know?
I wasn't expecting the win.
And he got it clean.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Clean.
I mean, I wasn't expecting the win. I was not expecting the win there.
No
Not at all.
issues. He won it in round 5. Yeah.
It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder if no recorder catch crew is kind of dropping in favor in NXT. If they're starting to see that it's not working.
I hope so. As bad as that sounds, I do hope so.
It's not. They don't do much, and their promos aren't great, and their in-ring work isn't great.
The Heritage Cup was in better hands when it was with Noam Dar and Ora Mensa and Lash Legend and Jakar Jackson.
And that's saying a lot.
And that is saying a lot. This was the main event match, but after the title win, we get the camera backstage where Wesley, Josh Briggs, and Ivar are just laid out. And then we get the answer to who attacked everybody tonight. It's Gallus, Joe Coffey, Mark Coffey, and Wolfgang. And that's how we end the show. Gallus is back on NXT.
I'm here for it. I thought that was cool. Totally unexpected. Yeah, dude, I thought that was cool, man. Like, I don't know much about Gallus. Like, I only started watching NXT recently with you, but
I don't really
I heard
know much.
I heard they're a pretty big deal, and they look menacing.
Mm-hmm.
They look like they can cause some damage. So I'm here for it. I want to see where this goes. I like it.
Yeah, we got 55 seconds left of your game tied up here 2-2. Which leads us to what's next here for us. That's gonna be. I'm trying to find a good camera here for us. What are we thinking? This one?
Probably
This
both
one?
on the bottom.
Yeah, we'll just stick to the script right there. Both of us at the bottom. AEW Dynamite. Man, I don't. Oh,
fuck yes!
Oh, Vancouver! 31 seconds left. What a goal! I mean, it's just wide open. Just boom, right there for him. Nice.
Fuck yes!
Nice. Vancouver takes the lead 3-2 with 31 seconds left in the third period. The Canucks. Honestly, I kind of hate that we're ending this first camera episode with Dynamite because I didn't like this episode at all. And I mean didn't like it is I really don't want to go through this. Like I'm gonna.
It had a couple.
And I'm gonna hit those.
Had a couple good. They were few and far between, and they didn't redeem the episode at all.
Nope.
And don't think we're hitting on AEW because go back to what was it 2 Raws ago where we just tore Raw to shreds because it was boring as fuck.
We've both been very high on AEW recently. They've been
ever since that video airing of the incident.
Yeah.
They were on fire like a month straight, banner episodes, and then this happened, and we're just like, Did Tony Khan come back finally? Because they're back in
So
the
yeah,
States? And is
yeah.
Tony back at the show? Because it felt like Tony was back, and it was not good.
I think Tony's had a hand in everything. He did good.
Well, yeah,
He
to a
take
certain
that
extent, but I mean, if he's not there, Bruce
right.
Pritchard even said it. If you're live and you go off script, what is anybody really going to do about it?
True. Like the opening match, John Moxley, Bryan Danielson getting a win over Jeff Cobb and Kyle Fletcher. Uh, it was weird. The start of this was just weird. It was just all over the fucking place. And I think that was
Sorry.
part of. I don't know if that was just part of the thing or what was supposed to be. But yeah, so Moxley and Danielson get the win. I think this was it was. I think the action was okay in the ring. But we get Takeshita who takes shots at Moxley afterwards with a beatdown, mentioning he wants to go after the IWGP World Championship. Adam Copeland comes down to the ring to get attacked by Brody King, Malachi Black, and Buddy Matthews.
We're going to have to pause for a second.
Are they reviewing this? It's a goal. What do you
Sorry,
mean?
people. I got it. What are they reviewing? It looks good.
It's a goal. I think they just didn't he just point at the middle? It's a goal.
They're looking at maybe a high stick somewhere. Oh, it's good. Okay, thank God.
It's a
Oh,
goal, right?
the fucking refs have been screwing the Canucks all fucking night.
Yeah, fair enough. Getting a lot. We're recording. You're getting this shit live. Um,
Dude.
yeah, Buddy Matthews, Kyle O'Reilly tries to make the save for Adam Copeland to no avail. He gets beat down. Um, in a weird turn of events, Aleister Black takes off Adam Copeland's wedding ring and empty net. Takes his
Sorry,
wedding
we're
ring.
just stop talking. I'm not even listening to you right now. Sorry. We got 10 seconds left here. Let's fucking go. Come on, boys. 7 seconds. 6, 5,
Oh my god, he
4,
just put it in.
3, 2. Big save. Big save. Let's fucking 0.4 seconds. Just call the game.
It's over. It's final. Oh, there's still 0.4 seconds, right? Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
It's over. It's
done.
over. Vancouver goes up 3-2 in the series.
Let's
Nice.
fucking go, boys. Let's go.
Nice. Corey Perry's
Let's
up.
go. Hold
bitch.
up. So we got the Ryan Kessler. That's where my RK name comes from because I'm a huge Ryan Kessler fan, always have been, and I just kind of stole the RK because why the fuck not? Trevor Linden, baby. Trevor Linden, Canucks fucking ex-captain, legend of the Canucks. And then, man, he didn't stay in Vancouver long enough, but Corey fucking Schneider, man. Wicked fucking goalie. Played for New Jersey for many years afterwards, but fucking let's go. 3.2 seconds, that's not enough time. Let's fucking go. There we go, Miller, you fucking dog. Let's fucking go.
Oh man. Yeah, good game. That was a great series. Adam Copeland runs down the ring, gets attacked by Brody King, Malachi Black, and Buddy Matthews. Riley attempting to make the save, fails.
Well,
They
hey,
take off.
sorry. I'm gonna have to stop you again because we just skipped over. I'm sorry I lost my shit on this game because I'm just a huge fucking Canucks fan. That opening match. Okay, I just got one thing to say again. Why the fuck do you have the IWGP champion opening your fucking show and not Swerve fucking Strickland? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Seriously, stop promoting other companies' belts over yours. I've said this once, I've said it twice, I'm gonna say it a third time. It's fucking stupid. And later in this show, they do something even more fucking stupid and just piss me off even more. This is dumb. Stop promoting other companies' belts over your own.
Boom. Perfect. So the House of Black takes Adam Copeland's wedding ring, and then he just leaves and doesn't answer the Double or Nothing challenge for the steel cage barbed wire match. I mean it when I say I'm going to run through this because there's just I didn't like any of it. Excuse me. The Elite cut a promo making it stated that Eddie Keeksley cannot compete. FTR will find a new partner. We get a match, the Young Bucks and defeat Christopher Daniels and Matt Sydal, and then they fire Christopher Daniels after the match, and they had him removed by security. Jack Perry poured woo energy on Tony Schiavone.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
What are we doing?
I
know you're just flying over things, but I got to put this here. That breakdown on Adam Copeland, what the fuck was that all about? Put the two chairs on the outside, and then did like a weird triple concerto fucking thing. That the chairs were on the outside of the ropes. You're telling me those actually hit Copeland? Like fuck off. Um, I do kind of like the Young Bucks using Eddie Kingston's injury as for what they did with the
Mhm.
EVP trigger to him, saying that's what caused the injury. It was actually the table spot. But then I got a problem with that too. Is why are you furthering along storylines on another fucking company's show? That not you can't be guaranteed that everybody that watches it is watching it. So you're furthering along this storyline on another company's show. So that makes no fucking sense to me. And then yeah, now they're firing Crystal Daniel like a legend, and Jack Perry pouring on like what are we
I
doing?
hate Tony. I'm not a Tony Schiavone fan,
I'm
but
not a Tony Schiavone fan, but that's disrespectful,
that's
and
a
that's like what are
didn't
we
like
doing?
it. Didn't like it. Tony Storm promo on Serena Deeb was actually pretty good. Um, I enjoyed that. Malachi Black does have a vignette. He does accept Adam Copeland's challenge, so we are officially getting that match. Steel cage barbed wire match. That should be a good match. That should be a really fucking good match.
I'm here for it, man. That match is gonna be a banner.
We get a hook squash match. The match was pointless. We both said that. What was the point of this?
I don't even know why you have the match.
Because
28 seconds. 28 seconds. Why? Why even bother wasting the time?
that's a long time, right?
No,
Shit.
it's not even enough for the
Uh,
Oilers to come back and tie it again.
Yikes. But yeah, this was all set for Hook to call out Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho comes out.
Hi guys.
I guess
Hi.
great to be
Big
here
Bill.
and
Big Bill. So,
um
so
yeah,
fucking
so
good, man.
yeah,
How?
Jericho somehow
How?
got the learning
How?
tree over. I don't know, man. I
How?
don't I don't know.
He made
That
he made me like Big Bill.
yeah,
He made
true,
me like Big Bill.
true. Just wait to see who else grabs a branch of the learning tree who you'll like. You'll really like. So basically, Hook wants the championship back. Says you will earn a future shot at the FTW championship if you win a qualifying match. Bill and Jericho attack Hook, but didn't Hook attack them first? Yes.
Yeah.
But Shibata
He
shows up to make the
does.
save. Hit him with the thing, busted him open. Yeah. Yeah, Chris Jericho got the shit over for some reason. Learning tree's over
So
in my
good.
eyes. Just the
So fucking
waves
good, man.
and the smiles and
Hi
the
guys.
tone.
Hi.
Yeah, let's get into the. I think this is what you were talking about, where you were like, "What are we doing?" AW World Title Eliminator match where Strickland's going to get the win over Brian Cage. But then Christian Cage and Mother Wayne appear. Nick Wayne appears with the low blow on Strickland. They crack Swerve over the eye, and he just starts leaking blood. They hit him with a picture, glass shattered, and they rubbed his face on a picture of his family. And Christian Cage promises to take everything from Swerve at Double or Nothing. What'd you think of this?
So I had nothing wrong with the match. Match was fine. Brian Cage, Swerve, everything's fine there. Um, you have Swerve Strickland on a mid card match. Mid card. Literally the middle of the show.
Yep.
Quite literally the middle of the show. And then you have a massive beatdown of your champion. Like a beatdown. Again. Like, yeah, they just
Again,
made him look good on Collision. They made him look good on Collision, but the week before he got beat down. You're beating your champion down every what the fuck, and you're giving IWGP champions the opening slot or the main event slots every time.
yep.
What are we doing? What are we doing? The match itself, no problem with it. The angle, totally cool. Dig it. Love Christian Cage. If that wasn't getting blood the hard way, that was the most impressive blade job I've ever
Yeah,
seen because
that
there was no time to do it.
just yeah, I don't
Like
know.
he was dripping blood. So either they did that the hard way and they just got lucky that that happened because it looked so good, or it was a wickedly good blade job by Swerve. Nonetheless, everything looks super cool with it, but what are we doing story wise? Why are we having a mid card match with your champion and then having him beat down on consequential weeks of just getting his ass handed to him? And then you
Don't
give a little boost on your secondary show. But
yeah.
your main show, you're just having him get his ass kicked every week.
Didn't make much sense to me either. Backstage we have Hook. We have Hook. saying he'll go through anyone, including Shibata, for another shot at Chris Jericho. But then Samoa Joe shows up and kind of, is this what we're getting with Joe? Is he gonna be a part of the FTW championship thing? I don't I don't know what's next for Samoa Joe, but we'll see.
Keep him around. Samojo's he's
He's
good.
amazing.
He's
He's
good.
amazing.
He's good.
Will Ospreay, Roderick Strong face to face. Um, this was
Back
pretty
up.
good. What I miss?
Back up.
What I miss?
Shibata.
I don't care.
You don't care that he's like a man the size of Samojo should not be wearing a floral pattern like that.
Yeah, I get it. I get the funny gimmick, the bone, and the here you go, and whatever. That was funny.
I,
I did laugh at that. I did laugh at
yeah.
that. That was pretty good. Will Ospreay, Roderick Strong face to face. This was good. I did like this. Where Will Ospreay, what was the word he was using?
Belland.
Belland. He called him Belland. He's like, what the fuck? What's Belland? What's Belland? He said one Belland, two Belland, big veiny Belland, pointing at Wardlow in the back. Um, I still don't know why Will Ospreay's in a feud for the Continental Championship, or the
So
Intercontinental Championship, whatever it is. What's it called again?
intercontinental.
Yeah, that's it. Um,
Intercon.
yeah,
What is no wait inter? What's the WWE one called again? That's it.
yeah,
No,
the
that's the
Intercontinental Championship.
intercontinental. So what
I
is
think it is.
theirs called?
I think it's the Intercontinental.
Interworld. I don't know. There's so many big. There's so many belts. They're all big and shiny, and I want one. As John Moxley said for New Japan at one point, but it's kind of funny that AEW has the exact same shit. Will Ospreay cuts phenomenal promos. Anybody that says that he can't cut promos,
AEW International Champion.
international. Okay,
Should have known
basically
that, probably.
intercontinental. Same
Probably
fucking
should have
thing, is
known
it
that.
not? Isn't it not the same thing?
No,
International,
Intercontinental.
intercontinental.
I hear two different words.
Intercontinental is other continents.
Yeah.
International is other nations.
Will Why is Will Ospreay having in this match? Why?
Like I said, only thing I can see is they're trying to boost the prestige of the championship itself,
I agree with you on that, or that there's going to be a turn of some sort.
or there's going to be a turn.
It's the
But
only
nonetheless,
way this
the
could be.
big takeaway from this is anybody who says Will Ospreay can't cut amazing promos, he does it all the fucking
This
time.
was really
His
yeah,
promo was fucking phenomenal.
yeah. I
Um,
agree with that.
the other takeaway from this is I don't give a shit about Undisputed Kingdom without Adam Cole. I really don't.
Mhm. Yep. Yeah, no, we're on the
They're
same page with
completely.
that.
Why? Why the fuck did like 3 weeks ago we get Adam Cole coming up out in the wheelchair, standing up and walking the ring, and we haven't seen him since? What was the point of that now? Like, were you teasing? Oh, he's close to coming back, but really he's not.
I don't know who booked this shit. You tell me.
Fucking
Um,
Tony Khan books fucking
we get
shit.
the contract signing Willow Nightingale, Mercedes Monet. I just need Mercedes Monet to have a match at this point. I can't deal with this
Okay,
anymore.
hold up.
But I love Willow Nightingale.
I love her too. So pretty and phenomenal wrestler. Hardcore fucking queen, man.
Awesome. Awesome.
Um,
Fantastic in person. She's a sweetheart. She is who she is on camera. Outside of it, beautiful.
she just
Perfect.
she seems like an amazing person.
Lights up her
One thing one thing I liked about this is they're doing something that WWE did a little bit, but they never went 100% with it. They're AEW is potentially making Mercedes Moné a full heel,
They
full heel,
should. They should.
like badass fucking heel. WWE had her as a heel, but not like a full 100% heel. I think
Yeah.
AEW is pushing for that heel
As they
100%
should.
from
As they
Mercedes.
should.
She'd be phenomenal as a heel.
There's no
She is
yeah.
phenomenal as heel, but 100% all the way, just being a badass fucking heel. I
I
think
think
she'd be amazing at it.
I think I mentioned that when we were watching is like the crowd's kind of on her now. Like it's kind of
Yeah,
fading a little bit.
they killed they jumped the shark. They did.
Yeah.
They should have waited.
They should have
So
waited. I
now
agree.
you got to now pivot and make her a heel. Fuck it.
Which I think is coming because she slaps the shit out of Willow Nightingale, but then
And then she
Willow
gets
puts her through the
yeah.
table. So I'm like, sweet, she's good to go. She's taking the bump.
I don't want Willow to lose. Do they swerve here?
I
I can't see. I can't imagine it.
I hope so. I hope
I don't
so.
want Willow to lose. I've fallen in love with Willow. I think she's a
I
phenomenal
just
wrestler.
realized it's gonna be fun when we get to do you know, the things, the predictions with the camera now. That's pretty cool.
Ah, yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
we're doing things. We're doing the things. AW Continental Championship on the line. Kazuchika Okada defending against Dax Harwood. We know Okada's going to win this match. But it's the post match that is what matters. Chaos ensues. All of the members that are a part of the Anarchy in the Arena match are fighting uh, Danielson, FTR, the Bucks, Jack Perry, Okada, and we're going to find out right here who the fourth member is. Before we say it, we both kind of were like, it's going to be Moxley.
Yeah,
It made
makes sense.
sense.
Face of AEW.
And then I said, I really wish it was.
I mean, you're treating him like he's a bigger star than your own fucking champion, anyways.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, you're
Tell
not.
me, tell me when I'm telling lies.
Don't tell no lie about me. And don't tell no truth about you. Yeah. So I also thought I was like, man, MJF would kind of be cool, but no, it's Darby Allin though.
What did Jim Cornette say about MJF? Come
Oh
up with
yeah, he said
get some surgery on something else. Run your contract out.
Yeah, but it's Darby Allin. Darby Allin's back. He's
I
gonna
don't know how
be.
the fuck he got hit by a bus like 3 weeks ago.
He's a different animal, man.
He got hit by a fucking bus like 3 weeks ago, and he's back.
Yeah, he's gonna be taking the place of Eddie Kingston. He will take place of Eddie Kingston in the Anarchy the Arena match. So it's gonna be Bryan Danielson, FTR, and Darby Allin taking on the Elites: Matthew Jackson, Nicholas Jackson, Jack Perry, Kazuchika Okada. What did you think? The end here.
Okay, so the match. I'll quickly touch on the match. It felt long. It felt really long. You got Okada, one of the greatest wrestlers in the world, against Dax, who's a tag team match.
Good wrestler in the world.
He's a good wrestler, tag team wrestler. Singles wrestler, doesn't have the strongest record.
Singles
Okada
Okada
should have just matched Dax as a singles guy.
I was talking about Okada.
What about Okada? Are you even fucking listening to me, or are you just falling asleep?
You said the greatest, one of the greatest wrestlers in the world. You were referring to
Okada. Yeah.
I said he's a good wrestler. I
Okay,
don't think he's that good.
We did have that argument.
He's that good.
We did have that argument. I do agree. I still think
he's really fucking good.
His
great,
hype,
you know what?
His hype puts him there.
You know what? Fine, he can be great. He was the face of New Japan Pro Wrestling, but all of those 5-star matches, were carried.
It's because he was in the Tokyo
that were
Dome,
better than him,
and he was in the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah, and I'm confident in saying that those.
And it's Dave Meltzer, and fuck Dave Meltzer.
But yeah,
actually, I gotta go like on to BrucePritchard.com if they still sell them and get an FDM shirt.
Fuck Dave Meltzer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently,
if you go back to Something More to Wrestle With on the WWE Network, the one season they did.
Yes. Does he have the shirt?
He does wear the shirt on the WWE Network.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Anyways, nonetheless, so arguably,
great. He is
a good wrestler, great wrestler. Arguably, depending on who you talk to, I'm kind of in your boat. I'm just saying whatever it says. Arguably right now one of the top guys in the world. Dax is a tag team master. Phenomenal tag team wrestler with Cash Wheeler, FTR, fuck the Revival, however you want to like them. Amazing tag team. Singles, not a great record. So Okada technically, in a singles match, should smash Dax, not have a 16-minute match, which just felt like it dragged. Like, if anything, you were going to do anything of a quick squash match to sell on stories, you could have done it here. Kind of like, that might have fucked up even more, because I go on to my next point here is they're just having the Elite fucking destroy everybody right now. Like, it's not making me feel like this Anarchy in the Arena match is really going to be a fair match, and it's going to be back and forth. It's kind of like they're building it up like the Elite is just this dominant force, and they're just going to...
You know as well as I know that it's going to be a good match.
Yeah, it is. I just don't
Allin,
like the fact that the Elite is just tearing through everything right now.
Why is Darby Allin back? Because he's going to do some wild shit.
He got hit by a bus. He got hit by a bus 3 months ago, and now he's going to probably jump off the side of an arena 40 feet doing a coffin drop or some shit. Or he's going to get hit by a bus in the match. Christ. I don't know. Okada's driving the bus this time. And... I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
I'm here for it. Darby was a surprise, honest surprise. I was like, and this goes back to what I was saying before. It's like you should have some surprises happen once in a while, right? Don't cue everything up.
yep.
Like when Edge came back in the Royal Rumble, pretty well unknown by anybody that it was
Yeah,
happening. It was
yep.
a true surprise. This Darby Allin return, I was surprised. I was like, holy fuck. This
No,
dude was hit by a bus 3 weeks ago. How the fuck is he here? He has a broken ankle or whatever. Yeah, he does have broken or had a broken ankle or something. I don't know.
I don't know if it's fully healed yet.
He doesn't care. He's there. They needed it though. They needed a
They
star.
needed one of the quote unquote pillars of
Yeah,
AEW back,
yeah. So
and
I love it. I'm here for it. That was probably the best part of this Dynamite, which is not a good thing, but
it was
I'm
a
here for
rough.
it. I loved it.
It was a rough Dynamite. I did like how they ended things, but other than that, I did not like Dynamite. That's that's a wrap. That's a wrap on our first camera video face thing. It's pretty
We
cool.
did it.
We
We
did
did it.
it. We figured it out. We did it. We probably could have figured this out from jump if we just sat down and did our research, but we just kind of just dove right into it. We had to see how it would go first. This is cool. I like this, and there's so much.
I think this works better.
It does, and we're gonna see once I hit end recording how cool
And
it
obviously
does
now
look
I
like.
can see your reactions to shit and be like, what the fuck is your problem now?
You're just not hearing me lose my shit. You're just like you know I'm gonna react.
Yeah,
You're gonna see it. But yeah,
I
this is
am.
cool.
I saw it. I
I'm
saw it multiple times.
excited.
I'm like, what the fuck are you bitching about now? Anyways,
I'm excited for it. But yeah. Any final parting words here?
uh, where are we? We're StreamYard.
Yes.
Man, I think if we did this in the Tokyo Dome, we'd be 5 stars.
Thank you so much
4.
for tuning in. We will talk to you guys next week on the Top Rope Renegades Wrestling Podcast.